Did any of them ever once make grades? How many coaches did you know him?
He hated Tad Foote bad, but he said Paul Dees he hates even worse.
Who's Tad Foote?
He was the Tad Foote, and he was the president of UM.
What would you do if your name was Tad Footen?
Cut it off.
I mean, that would just ruin my day.
I'd be tap dancing. Oh, speaking of tap dancing, I hear that Mo is on vacation starting tomorrow, but going to be in town for a week.
Yeah, like I believe that.
And you're going to have to go and play golf with him during the week to keep him company. What kind of crap is that? It's the middle of the summertime. Even the cockroaches have bailed out for the summer, and this man's got a week vacation. He's going to hang around in town.
He won't golf with me anymore. He got all the answers he wanted out of me the first time when I was hitting on 12-year-olds on his course. That's right. Yeah. You heard me correct.
I heard you.
I saw some chick laying out in her backyard with no clothes on. I didn't care how old she was.
You see, the one reason he's hanging around all week is he's monitoring now feverishly. He can't do it when he's out of town. He wants to monitor all the other shows while he's in town, because if anybody mentions his name, he will be calling in.
Yeah, but your job is a vacation. Who are you kidding?
Plus, you've got him so paranoid now that we've been talking about you backing up and doing 6 to 10 that he doesn't dare leave. Because it's kind of like a Wally Pipp thing, loan me your glove, that kind of a deal.
Yeah, if I did your show for the rest of the summer, everyone would be doomed. I'd probably take everyone's job. I'm out to get everyone, ruin their lives, evil.
Well, you can do 6 to 2. That sounds good to me.
I could do all day Ferrall and Neil. We could just run
As long as the checks keep coming in, I'll just do a cameo once in a while. I don't have any ego anymore. I just show up once in a great while, get the check.
You could do bedtime stories. Doesn't it seem like their checks come once a month around this place? Maybe it's just because the microphones smell like ass.
In the beginning, it's a little bit slow till you catch up. It takes about 6 months.
You wouldn't even sit in this studio, would you? Because it smells like ass.
No, I would not. Especially knowing that Mo's been squeezing his bag on that chair. I wouldn't get anywhere near that.
It smelled better when they let us eat in here.
Did you see the dancing dwarf Mo on our website?
Yes, I did.
That's a lovely thing, man. This guy, for a guy that's pushing 70, he has got energy that just never ends. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, I swear to God, George looked like somebody had given him 5 enemas since 9 this morning.
He needed 4 or 5 anyway.
Dude,
so
he looks
the fact that he went home sick today, what we're going to do is we're going to have people call and rip his ass all day, which is good. He's not here.
I think Carlos is on H, and George looks like he's got SARS and, AIDS.
Uh-huh.
He's just dying, man.
All of these things.
He had a beard on one side of his face today. That's how sick he was. He shaved one side, and he came in with the other one full grown. Like a half and half. He has
bad news for you, though. You came in dead last in our poll.
What was that?
Which really ordinarily would be good. The poll is the last thing I want to hear about on the Neil Rogers Show is the last thing. Sports winning hands down. And you were dead last, only 27 votes out of almost 1,700, which is good, except for the fact that by now I'd have thought you'd have pissed a lot more people off than that.
Yeah, I'm just starting to piss people off.
You got to work on it.
I haven't even brought out my big guns yet. I'm going to another Marlins game tonight. I'm sure that'll excite you.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Anybody want Marlin tickets? We're going to be giving them away today for 4 hours.
Tonight is my
What
niece.
A cop-out, Scott. What a cop-out.
Tonight
Hey, Todd, you got a pair.
Hey, listen, tonight is my nieces are sluts night at the ballpark.
He can't keep a straight face. He's laughing because he knows you're only on for 2 hours, and when you buy the last hour and a half with giving away Marlin tickets, that's a piece of cake. You're learning.
Show them what we play for everyone that calls up now asking for tickets to this is what we play now every time we hear someone call.
You are one pathetic loser.
That's really exciting for you.
Absolutely.
Have a lousy day, Neil.
You're done?
I'm not. I should come in there with the bees, but my gas is so bad. I had veal cutlets last night.
He can't smell it.
Dude,
Once you get past the toe jam and his puppic, he can't smell anything.
The best thing I did this morning was I farted on Clarence's leg.
Although he did say that Paul Dees, being a big fat tub, smells a lot worse than he does. I don't know if that's true or not because I never met Paul Dees, but he said he smells a lot worse than the Beast.
Yeah. My only question is, has any Miami football player ever graduated?
No.
Just if you could ask that question today, what the average.
Are you knocking suntan you again? Is that what you're doing?
Listen,
knocking a jock factory?
The best thing that's happened at that school in the last 5 years is Donna Shalala finally cut off that hedge on her head.
Here's what your assignment is today. I want you to drive. Have you ever been to UM?
No, I'm going to pick up my slutty nieces at West Palm Beach Airport at 1 o'clock. I got two little kids.
Here's your assignment. After you pick them up, drive down Dixie Highway and try to find U of M. If you can find University of Miami, we'll give you brownie points. You'll never find it.
I don't even know where Coral Gables is. Where's Homestead?
University of Miami doesn't exist.
It doesn't?
It's just a football team. There's no university. There are no dormitories. There's no classrooms. There's nobody who lives on campus. There's Marklight Stadium. There's the athletic building, and then there's
they pay they pay the baseball coach $1 million. He's living in the president's house.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
He's probably hanging out over there with Sister Jean.
The Marlins manager probably makes $50,000. The
Gotta go,
UM
Scott.
guy makes $1 million.
Gotta get our breaks in, Scott.
Have a lousy day.
See ya. Beast says,
The hurricane f***ing blows.
Godfather, I'm honored and grateful that you would see me today.
Jorge, my most valued friend, for what reason do you bother me today?
I want to sanction a hit on Mo.
What has he done to deserve such a fate?
He's a mean man, a very mean man. He ought to be marvelized.
This I cannot do, but I will have it taken care of.
Thank you, Godfather.
Wrong.
Sports. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Huh?
Okay, well, bend over, pal. Time for some sesame seed crunch.
Buddy Hackett.
Yeah, I bet you thought I was dead, didn't you?
Well, now that you mention it.
Come on, enough talking. My turn to get a piece here.
Wait a minute. I'm not Mo.
What do you mean you're not Mo?
No, I'm just filling in today. I'm Boca Brian.
Over Brian. I must have got confused because your neck, it looked like an oyster.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So, where's Mo?
Well, he knows Geldy put a contract out on him, so he's hiding out at Scoogans.
Scoogans, huh?
Yeah, and he's using Clarence for a human shield.
I know that joint. Come on, let's go. I got a job to do for the Godfather.
Okay.
To the love bug.
My punch card is full. Would you like another cup of coffee?
Yes. Thank you.
There you are. You know, Clarence, what do you say we blow this pop stand for a little sport hole spooge-a-da-da-doo?
Oh, I really should be getting back.
Sports!
Don't say it like that. You know how I get.
Sports!
Making me lose control.
Sports! 9 to 1. All sports! No women, just men. Dad, give my arm a little nip.
Ha-ha! I got you. The jig's up, Mo.
Buddy Hackett.
Yeah, what about it?
You're sure we can say jig?
Take off them pink checkered pants. Hey, everybody. This race's on me. Come on, get over
Not here.
Stop
The
it.
public church.
Having fun, Mo?
Goldie. Why, you little... Say,
Yeah?
what are you doing in that wig and 5-inch heels?
Well, my wife likes it so much, I always dress like this now.
Gee.
Oh.
You like him better than me.
Sports!
10 past 10 at 560 WQM. 10 past 10, it's almost break time already. I like that. In fact, what we'll do is we'll keep Ferrall until 10:30 every morning from now on, and we'll just back up 2 or 3 breaks. And then run them back to back, side by each. 17, and the Beast there. Now, is he in there?
Yep.
Now, I want you to take back some of those terrible things you said about Paul Dees. They're going to kick your ass off those baseball broadcasts. They're going to kick you right out of the goddamn university. You'll be persona non grata. They won't let you waddle onto the field anymore. He said Paul Dees was a big fat tub of crap who smells like toe jam, and said that University of Miami was a jock factory. I heard you with Ferrall this morning. Come on here, he's got nothing to say. I heard what you were saying. 1,700 votes. Oh, George is out sick today. That's why the Beast is sitting in George's chair, which I hope you got something, a liner under your ass, please.
No.
A cushion? No cushion?
No, nothing.
Come on. Have Clarence bring in a little whoopee cushion. Put it on the chair. I sure, when I come back to town, I sure as hell don't want to be sitting on no chair that your smelly, smeg-laden ass is ridden with. God. So George is home sick today, so we're going to invite people to call in and rip George an ass all day and tell us why they hate him. Now, that's bad. Isn't that bad? Wouldn't that be in bad taste?
No.
Because he wouldn't be listening anyway. He's home sick as a dog, really in bad shape. He showed up this morning and then just was moaning and groaning.
He looked horrible.
He looked like death boiled over. But being the trooper that he is, he actually, put his little ass into the studio for a few minutes, hoping he could do it. Couldn't cut it. So we got the Beaner Boy on one side and the Beast on the other side. Probably be ordering a few lunches, wouldn't surprise me. We better do the break, then we'll do the result of yesterday's poll. We'll give you today's poll. We got our paragraph from Hillary's book, a sentence or two. Saw a good movie last night, Bob Roberts, with Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon and Gore Vidal and a bunch of other people. Do you see Bob Roberts?
No.
Must see. Must see, especially now. Everybody in America should be forced to watch that movie right now. It is out effing standing. Great movie. Bob Roberts. Nobody there saw it, though.
No.
Get with it. 12 minutes past 10 at 560 WQM. It's the Neil Rogers 4th of July blowout sale going on this week from Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto and all the good people at Hallett Pontiac GMC. Here's Neil deal number 1. Get yourself 0% financing for 61. Did I mention that Buddy Hackett died, by the way? I didn't mention that yet, which is the reason that I played that damn bit. Buddy Hackett's dead. Neil deal number 1 at Hallett. Get 0% financing for 60 months on every 2003 Pontiac or GMC in stock. Neil deal number 2, get up to a $4,000 rebate on every 2003 GMC and Pontiac in stock. Attention current and former military personnel, get yourself an additional $750 rebate from your friends at Hallett. Neil deal number 3, lease the new 2004 Grand Prix GT1 as little as $289 a month. It's a 36-month lease. Our friends at Hallett will give you all the details. Neil deal number 4, get an additional $500 off some of the most popular GMC models, including the Envoy, Yukon, and Denali now through the July 4th weekend, plus a GMC toolkit while supplies last. And right now at Hallett, you can test drive a vehicle for 24 hours. That's correct. You can take it home, take it to work, take it to wherever the hell you're going from our friends at Hallett Pontiac GMC. You'll find them at 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's on US 1 across from the Falls. Open every day, 7 days a week. For more information on those Neil deals, call our hotline toll free at 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. Don't forget, all Neil deals subject to credit approval. See our buddies at Hallett for details. Hallett Pontiac GMC, who be professional grade.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
First there was X-Men, then X-Men 2. Now there's a new team of superheroes who are shouting out against
You're under arrest!
Tourette's Men, starring Patrick Stewart as their telepathic leader.
I am Professor Tourette's, and I can read your mind.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
I have retractable claws and a metal endoskeleton.
And Halle Berry as Stutter.
Stop in the name of the law.
Tourette's Men. They're fearsome. They're powerful. They're kind of embarrassing to be around.
Thank you, Tourette's Man, for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Tourette's Men. Rated PG for going.
10:17 at 560 WQM. We got 1,714 votes on yesterday's poll. Went over pretty goddamn big, if you ask me. By the way, Buddy Hackett died before we do that. Were you aware that he died?
He died?
In fact, did you ever see the Beast and Buddy Hackett together? Yeah, something to think about. Same person, I think. Veteran comedian Buddy Hackett, a talk show staple whose career stretched from the early days of TV to such features as The Love Bug and The Little Mermaid, has died, his family said today. Hackett, who was 79, was found earlier in the day at his Malibu Beach house. His son Sandy told local LA media outlets. It says the cause of the death was not immediately known. You know what I think it was, Beast?
What?
Just something to think about. I think he died from fat, although 79's not bad for a tub like he was. He was pretty fat. Buddy Hackett's feature credits also included the 1963 ensemble comedy It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Recently co-starred in Action, a critically acclaimed but short-lived TV series that satirized Hollywood. And it goes on about he was in this, he was in that, Everything's Ducky in 62, The Music Man, The Love Bug, the hit Disney cartoon Little Mermaid, in which Hackett played the voice of Scuttle the Seagull, introduced him to a new generation of fans in 1989, and brought the role back 11 years later in a direct-to-video sequel. Buddy Hackett is dead at 89.
He died?
Whatever the hell it was, 79. Boy, they're dropping like flies, aren't they? Katharine Hepburn, Gregory Peck, Buddy Hackett, the Beast. I'm telling you, lose some weight, Tubby. Lose some weight.
If you didn't steal my food, I would.
I wouldn't even dignify that with a response. 1,720 votes on yesterday's poll. The last thing I want to hear about, or hear on the Neil Rogers Show is, starting from bottom to top, Ferrall, they love Ferrall, 27 votes. Although, like I told him, that's a good sign, but there's something missing there, because if you're really doing the full job that you should be doing, you'd piss a lot more people off than that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's right, you're not going to say anything because you're on that show. 27 votes for Ferrall, only 1.5%. QAM office politics, only 48, way down here near the bottom. Movies, only 69. In spite of that little bit of furor we had a couple of weeks ago, they love it. Callers, 72. That was a late edition, but the callers passed movies. 72 people don't want to hear no callers on this show. Music, 88. They hate my music. Politics, 90. Religion, 93. Now, all of those are like about 5% or less. Now we move up to the real contenders. Things that they don't want to hear or hear about on this program.
Absolutely.
Mo Howard David at 191. You notice how George passed Mo like he was standing still?
They definitely have something for George.
Yeah, and we'll find out today. We're going to give them the opportunity because George is homesick, and I guarantee he's so sick he is not listening. There's no chance that he's listening to the show today. He's home with a hot water bottle and Vicks and just with his head stuffed under the pillow. There's no way he's listening to this show. So feel free to call in and explain why George even beat out Mo. That's amazing to me. Mo Howard David at 191. George, 203. And George was a late addition. Remember, it was the last 15 minutes or so we added like 2 or 3 categories? One being George. 203. Started from nowhere and then like a runaway freight train passed Mo like he was sitting still. George, 203. Hockey, 228. Eating ass, 274. Another George specialty. And sports, winning hands down. A landslide sports. They do not want to hear it on this show, 338.
Clarence is upset.
Good. Oh, did he cut you off? Or not that upset yet?
No.
Beast is really sore about that. Clarence cut him off. Seriously, that picture of the two of you, that is, the caption of that picture should be pure bliss. I mean, you both have the look on your face of the most unbelievable satisfaction.
We enjoy each other.
Do you really?
Rectum.
Okay, let's get back, speaking of ass, let's get back to Hillary's book just briefly. Let me read a sentence or two. We're on page 2 already. At this rate, in a few years,
about 30, man.
We'll be done with this book. We don't want to overwhelm you with it because it's pretty damn boring. Hillary says, I'm still amazed at how my mother emerged from her lonely early life as such an affectionate and level-headed woman. She was born in Chicago in 1919. Her father, Edwin John Howell Jr., was a Chicago firefighter, and his wife, Della Murray, was one of 9 children from a family of French, Canadian, Scottish, and Native American ancestry. My maternal grandparents were certainly not ready for parenthood. Della essentially abandoned my mother when she was only 3 or 4, leaving her alone for days on end with meal tickets to use at a restaurant near their 5-story walk-up apartment on Chicago's South Side. Edwin paid sporadic attention to her, better at bringing the occasional gift like a large doll won at a carnival than at providing any kind of home life. I'm stopping right there, okay? Isn't that more than enough to keep us on the edge of our seats?
Yes.
I'm stopping right there. Put a little yellow net out. Okay. We're almost done with page 2 of the Hillary book. It blows. Please, do yourselves a favor. You know who are buying that book? The same silly women who sit around watching, Oprah. Those are the people buying the Hillary book. There are no men, no real men buying the Hillary book. I bought it only out of necessity, because I know how bad this audience wants to hear it. Okay, let's get to today's poll. Let's start building this sucker, and then also, I'm amazed we don't have every line lit up of people want to rip George an ass. See, they'll do it on the poll, but they're afraid to tell us why, what it is about George that they don't like, that they dislike so much, intensely. Now, here's the poll today. Which actor or actress would cause you absolutely not to see a movie that they're in? Here's the list we have so far. Sandra Bullock, Will Smith, Leo DiCaprio, Robert Downey Jr., Christian Slater, Melanie Griffith. That was yours, Diener?
He's on the phone.
What do you mean he's on the phone? Don't answer those calls. I'll get to him. Don't answer the calls. I'll get to him.
He's having a long conversation.
With what?
Sure.
No, you put Melanie Griffith on there, right?
Yes.
Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg. And the only inspiration was I was channel surfing here this morning on my movie channels, and there was a movie with Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson, who I believe is her husband. Aren't they married?
No.
They were going out for a while.
No.
They're married.
That's ridiculous.
They're in Ida. What do you mean by that? Because he's white and she's got the...
No, I mean, he has no personality. He's got a bad wig.
Yeah. Well, you used to work on a show with a guy who had no personality and a bad wig. Look what it did for you. Got you elevated all the way up to the Ferrall show. Anyway, there's the list so far. Don't start interrupting, man. You really are getting a little out of control. That's the problem with you. A little bit out of control, over the top. It comes in like a hurricane. Oh, which actor, actress? Now you got one for the list, Beast?
I'm thinking.
Okay, which actor, actress would cause you absolutely not to see a movie there? In other words, if you heard about the movie and thought, well, maybe it might be something I'm interested in, and then you found out this person was in it, you would just absolutely not go. Sandra Bullock, Will Smith, Leo DiCaprio. I may have to change my vote on this to Leo. Robert Downey Jr., Christian Slater, Melanie Griffith, Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg. That's what we have so far. Now that call that's on hold in Miami is on line 6. I just mentioned that. Here's Miami. Hello.
George is a pseudo-intellectual.
Uh-huh. The whispering guy. AKA the same. This, we discovered yesterday, we're a little slow on the uptake, that we've got about 6 callers. We got about 6 callers, and each one of them does like 15 different voices.
Absolutely.
Different shtick, Why are you so negative? Why are you so hostile? And then we got the whispering guy that we just had, and then we're tired, that guy. And each one of them does like a whole, they have a whole repertoire, which is pretty amazing. Pretty ponderous. They have no life. God. WQAM.
Yeah, I'd like to get on the air.
You're on right now, sir.
Yeah, you said you want to know why everyone doesn't like George?
Right.
Give me one funny thing that guy has said since he's been on the air.
Wait a minute. When did we say he was funny?
I'm just saying he's not entertaining. Part of his entertainment's being funny. You make some people laugh.
Right.
He doesn't make anyone laugh, and he doesn't make it really interesting.
Okay.
But here you go. We did an office poll in our office. Top 5 radio personalities on your station. Want to hear them?
Go ahead.
Number 1, Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Number 2, Neil Rogers.
Yeah.
Number 3, Scotty Ferrall. Number 4, ready for this, the Big O. And number 5.
Wow.
Number 5, Goldberg. Have a good one.
Okay, thanks.
Fix.
Okay, now
Where's Howard?
Fix.
Huh?
Where was Howard on the poll?
Mo didn't make it. Well, I was number 2 behind the Mad Dog.
All right.
So I feel really honored by that. Ferrall was number 3. Goldberg. Who lost his first name. Now let's see, what's the schedule today? It's the 1st of July. It's Canada Day, by the way. Happy Canada Day to all of us. We got the Mad Dog at 2, Humper in the studio at 4, and then we got another one of those Marlin games. See, now they're not playing the last place team, but they're playing the team whose number they got, the Braves, so they're going to win these games, most of them, like last night. Braves at the Marlins, it's another Ferrall night, more free tickets tonight. 7:05. Eddie K follows the baseball game, Joe and Mark overnight. Now don't forget, the good news is, you might want to get up early for this, no Mo for the next week. He's on vacation, even though he's staying around in town. No Mo. So you got Geldy solo tomorrow. And I'll bet you somebody we know is real happy about that. 27 past 10 at 560 WQM. Your hate station. We just hate everybody, and they all hate us, and that's what makes it so much fun. See, George ain't funny, and he's not entertaining, and he's not interesting, but other than that, I think he's pretty good. By now, you've been hearing about Laminates R Us and how laminated wood flooring from Laminates R Us is the easy, low-maintenance alternative to expensive natural wood flooring. Laminates R Us is the best place for you to find laminated wood flooring from all the top names. Peridot, Pergo, Wilson Art, Unifloor, and Quickstep. They've got all the top names, all installed by Pergo certified installers. Here's another good reason why you ought to be installing Laminates R Us stuff right now. Their prices will positively floor you. Right now, you can get their summer special for just $1,995. That is correct. Just $1,995 for up to 380 square feet of beautiful laminated wood flooring. It is positively, absolutely
unbelievable.
Like I said. And Laminates R Us will match any legitimate written offer, too. For a free and home estimate, call Laminates R Us toll free. Tell them that crusty ancient Neil told you to call 1-877-777-3336. What could be easier? Free carpet disposal, free furniture moving, a 25-year warranty, and years and eons of beautiful, easy care laminate wood flooring. Call Laminates R Us today toll free, 1-877-777-3336.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours. QAM.
This one is to let all you people know how us stoners feel. You know, real high. Well, ask the brownies. Look at that pot so glorious. At the age of 9 I was curious, so I asked my mom for some cannabis to smoke before school on the bus. Got my friends to love the pot. Every day, every night, we just can't stop. One day we even choked up with a cop. Smoking a big fat hookah. Say I plant my seeds for my weed. Weed, this shit we're free. Gonna roll it again, say I plant my seeds for my weed, for my bong. Let me smoke that bong.
Absolutely.
Baby, that bong, 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 bong. I love it when I smoke the bong, just like Cheech and Chong. Yeah. That bong, 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 bong. Look at that pot, so glorious. At the age of 9, I was curious, so I asked my mom for some cannabis. Used to smoke before school on the bus. Got my friends that love the pot. Every day in and out, just can't stop. One day we even took up with the cops. Smoking a big fat hookah. Say I plant my seeds for my weed, when shit were free. Gonna roll it again, say I plant my seeds for my weed, for my bong.
Absolutely.
Let me smoke that bong.
Alright.
Baby, that bong, bong. I love when I smoke the bong, just like Cheech and Chong. Yeah. That bong.
Okay, see, I figured if I played that for the beat,
pass it right over here.
maybe we can elicit a few stories this morning and this afternoon. Get a few inside stories.
What do you want to know?
About your days on the Mo Show and why
Anything you want to know, I'll be happy to tell you.
poison. You will really?
This is like a tell-all. This is like a new Oprah show.
Okay, this is the Beast Tell-All Day.
Oh!
Okay, now why is it that he canned your ass off that show?
Because I wasn't focusing my full attention on him.
Yeah.
He needs a lot of attention.
You weren't servicing him sufficiently?
No, and it was during football season. I had a lot of stuff to do, and I had a lot of work to do, and he didn't like that.
And you were also unprofessional.
And I basically disagree with how he did things.
Such as?
Well, like we would have a guest. I would line up a guest that he wanted me to get on the air, and the guest would be on hold. And instead of going to the guest, he would, let's go to a Joe on a mobile.
Really?
He'd like take a caller before he went to a guest.
That sounds really unprofessional to me.
Yeah, well.
Anything else? Don't stop now.
I'm sure there's more.
I've been trying for months to squeeze this crap out of you, and you're like, always with that lip sealed. You have nothing to lose. Now you're off his show. You're not going to be going back on.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, of course, all the horrible things he used to say about me and George, which I'm sure offended you badly.
Oh, you can't even imagine.
Well, give us a clue. Quit with the tease. Give us a clue, such as what? Things we can say on the air.
No, there's nothing he said that can be said on the air.
Oh. Now, you see, on the one hand, if we take the cue from yesterday's poll, on the one hand, a very large number, almost as much as George, said they don't want to hear about Mo Howard David on the show. But, on the other hand, way down near the bottom of things that they really do want to hear about, inside QAM politics. So if it happens to be involving with him, I guess they'll overlook that. See what I'm saying? 25 early votes on this poll. Which actor or actress would cause you absolutely not to see a movie they're in? Whoopi Goldberg, 11. I have no problem with that. I might have voted for her, except she's already got 13 now, like I said. Leo DiCaprio, he got my vote, 9. He gives me the willies. I can't stand even looking at him. Will Smith, 5. Patrick Swayze, 3. Robert Downey Jr.'s got a pair. Sandra Bullock's got 2. That bothers me. I think she's cute. I mean, the movies she is in, a lot of them are like a little too cutesy, you know what I mean? But she's okay.
She's cute. She was in a good movie 2 weeks. It was pretty good with Hugh Grant.
In fact, she was even in a good movie with Ben Affleck, which I can't stand him either. But what was the name of that movie?
Was that 28 Days?
28 Days Later.
No, he wasn't in it. Ben Affleck wasn't in that. That wasn't a bad movie.
Wasn't he in Trainspotting? Wasn't he in The Bull?
I didn't see that movie.
Good. Don't ever see that. Now, anybody that eats as much as you do, although, it might be a new diet. You might want to try it, the new diet, watching Trainspotting, just before you're ready to eat. About 5 minutes in, when you get to the scene where he, I don't want to go into it. He has this suppository. What is it? Is it an opium suppository? Is that what it is?
Right.
And, he gets the urge, and he goes into this real dive, this bar with the filthiest toilet you've ever seen in your life, and he goes in and takes a look at it and is ready to just gag, but he's got to go so bad. He sits down, empties everything out, and now he remembers as he's about to walk away that he's lost his opium enema, his suppository is in the bowl. Well, I'll leave it to your imagination, okay? And at that point is when I stopped watching. Michael Pere's got one, which George mentioned that I didn't even know was on there yet, and Christian Slater has none out of our first 35 votes. People who in a movie, if you found out they were in it, you just wouldn't go see it.
I think I have one.
Go ahead.
Fran Drescher.
Yeah, but she doesn't do movies, does she? The
She
nanny?
could.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh,
She's so annoying.
No wonder he kicked you off that show. We're doing one thing, and you're like on a whole. This isn't TV, okay? And I agree with you. She makes me gag. But she doesn't do movies, Fran Drescher. She's the freaking nanny.
Eddie Murphy.
You hate Eddie Murphy that much?
Now he's like Mr. Family Man. I don't want to see that.
Eddie Murphy? A guy like you who is a big football supporter doesn't like Eddie Murphy? A lot of the brothers are going to take personal exception to that. So the Beast votes for Eddie Murphy. We'll add that one on there. We're just building this as we go, okay, because I'm sure there will be many. And we're also finding out, by the way, the guy that called from his office that took the poll, do you know how many people were in the office?
How many?
Just him. Just him. Yeah, we took a poll in the office, and Mad Dog was number 1. You were number 2. Yeah. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. We're doing Screenless because Beaner Boy's got many, many stories to put on our website today. By the way, everybody be sure and check out Dancing Dwarf Mo. He is just loaded with energy and never stops. He just keeps on going and going, takes a look and keeps on WQAM.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
May I speak with Neil, please?
You're speaking to him.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
That movie would be Forces of Nature, I think, the one with Ben Affleck and Sandra Bullock.
No, that was kind of a cute movie.
Yeah, kind of. I don't think she's too bad, but one person I can't stand is Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
she's a slut.
And if they put George in movies, I probably wouldn't watch those. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, he's a good guy and everything, but to listen to him is like, it puts you to sleep. I'd rather be at the dentist.
He's a little coma-inducing is what you're trying
Yeah,
to say.
I mean, I am looking forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays this summer, but
I'm not.
the rest of the time I have to tune out.
Do you really?
Unfortunately, yeah.
But don't you feel bad saying that, knowing that he's really very, very sick, and he even came in this morning being a trooper that he is and had to go home, and he's just on death's door. I don't want to lay a guilt trip on you, make you feel
well,
bad.
listening to him puts me on death's door, so that makes sense.
Okay.
But also, if I could go back a couple of months, because I tried getting in and I couldn't get into it, for the restaurant that closed, and no one mentioned Schleimies, and that's what I miss the most.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Neil.
We're gonna send Ferrall out there this afternoon. Thanks a lot, sweetheart.
Thanks, bye.
Have a great holiday. Bye-bye. It's Canada Day here. Oh! We're having a great time, eh? Let's see, how about Sly Stallone, John Travolta? 2 more good ones. Are you putting these on? Who's in charge of this now?
I'm writing them down.
You're writing them down. Good. Well, that's good. You've got a lot to compensate for the last couple of weeks. You got a lot of tracks to cover up. Sly Stallone, John Travolta, 2 excellent choices. Sally Field is good. I'm not a big Sally Field fan. Adam Stanions. Who's that?
I have no idea.
Anybody know who that is?
How about Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler's a good one. Oh, I can't stand Adam Sandler, which again leaves me out. See, I guess that's because I'm an old fart. He's not funny, he's dumb, and he's just an idiot. He's just, the movies he's in are all stupid. Stupid. Now, let's get Adam Sandler on here, and Keanu Reeves is a good choice.
Adam Stanions, who's the one Stanions, is that his last name?
It's a Stanions. Who is that?
Stanions, I don't know.
Well, then don't put him on there just because somebody put it on a list. We'll have a list of 50,000 if we do that. Let's see. George probably would have known that Ted Danson is married to Mary Steenburgen. The Beast is devoid of common knowledge. Yeah, but Ted Danson was going with Whoopi Goldberg. Seriously.
They were in a movie together, but I don't think they were going together.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. They were doing something. They at least showed it to each other.
That's when they started going out, when they did that movie together.
Made in America.
Right. But anyway, he's married to Mary Steenburgen. And by the way, he makes me sick too, Ted Danson. I don't know what his story is. I can't stand. Let's see. Here's one that says, George is a femme. He's a limp wimp and has a gay... a gay accent. Oh, I thought we already transcended that a long time ago. He does sound like a fag on the air, there's no question. In fact, that's why I chose George to produce the show, is because he makes me sound so much more macho. Same reason that Clarence is hanging out with, that the Beast is hanging out with Clarence. Because by comparison, you seem so damn butch, you know? If you look at Clarence's face in that picture of the two of you on our website, he looks like he is just, in fact, I swear I saw him in a parade this Sunday, right here in Toronto. Had to be him. Was waving his pom-poms. He had his little UM outfit on. He was cute as could be. Shaking his little rectum in the ear.
He was just in here. We were bonding.
Were you really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was quick but good.
10:41. Seriously, look at that picture. Look at the expression on his face. If he doesn't look, he looks even gayer than that bishop from Palm Beach that they sent up to Boston now, who looks like he's going to float away. He looks like a screamer, this bishop. Did you see his puss? She's a real lady, that one. Anyway, O'Malley, is that his name? Another O'Malley. They're all named O'Malley and O'Sullivan and whatever. 10:42 at 560 WQM. Let me tell you about a place where you're going to find some great food, very low prices, and big, fresh, delicious portions. By now you got to know it's the Pizza Loft. Pizza Loft is legendary in South Florida. They've been around a very, very long time, and they're going stronger than ever because the food is consistently great. That's one of the things that impresses me about a good restaurant. It's not good on Monday and mediocre on Thursday and maybe okay on Sunday. It's the same great, good stuff every day of the week, no matter when you go in. And they're open for lunch, dinner, late-night snacks in both Broward locations. The original Broward spot is on University Drive between Griffin and 595, right behind Pier 1 Imports and kitty corner at the new Armadillo Cafe. And you'll find delicious Italian goodies, whatever you like. They got chicken dishes and veal and seafood, 3 different kinds of fantastic pizzas, some of the best around anywhere. Calzones, super subs, garlic rolls just dripping with garlic, all your favorite pasta dishes, and lots more too. For takeout, delivery, and catering, call in Davy 954-916-8880. 954-916-8880. Now the same great deals, the same delicious food waiting for you out by me in Plantation. Long overdue in West Broward, a really good joint. Pizza Loft is on the corner of Nob Hill and Sunrise, right behind Walgreens. Call 954-382-1999. 382-1999 for a great snack or delicious meal anytime. Take the whole gang to the world-flaming Pizza Loft.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Eres el cojonudo de QAM.
Suppose I play around the golf with Mo the other day. I had to go to his house to pick him up. I only been to Mo's house once. Let me put it this way. It's not exactly a house. It's a Century Village condo in North Boca, right off Lyons Road at Kimberly Boulevard, Unit 1302, on the 13th floor. Overlooking the abandoned shuffleboard court. Well, what could he have paid for that? 30 grand? He invited me up, see? So, I knock, and he yells for me to come in. Now get this. He was sitting at the dining room table under an autographed picture of himself, sitting at the dining room table with another picture of himself, and that picture autographed of himself sitting at a dining room table. You gotta see this joint. Orange share carpet. It looked like the set on Match Game. It had the old people cheesy smell, you know. Well, they try to cover it up with that, what's it called, a Prince Machiavelli, but it still stinks like their cheesy belly. You should see all the panties he had in the top dresser drawer. They were all covering the nude pictures of Lou Jacoby. What?
Who the hell do you think you are, spouting my personal beeswax on the air? What, do you think you're going to put something over on me? Well, I got news for you, pal. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to put one over on me. Even earlier now. You think that's funny, huh? Why, I'll drop a bomb on you.
Hey, Beast.
I am the Beast.
Get in here, Butterball. Where's go?
Over here.
Stop banging those keys.
Okay.
All right, everybody, entertain me.
You know who I am? Maybe that's a
All the crap you can unwrap, all the slime, all the time.
Absolutely.
1048 at 560 WQAM. I'm thinking about this whole deal, you know, with this summer schedule coming up. And as long as we're unleashing in George isn't there today.
Yeah.
We ought to talk about this on the air. I mean, I did mention it, and that they were hemming and hawing, and, well, maybe Ferrall would do a couple hours one day a week, or maybe every day he would, like, do till noon, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the days that I'm not there, and back and forth and on and on. And finally, yesterday, I thought we had this thing resolved, because evidently he was looking for a little more cash. I really don't know what the real story is, because I can't get it out of anybody. I mean, he's certainly not going to, he's not that stupid that he's going to volunteer to do it for free. Because one thing you've all discovered, everybody that works there at QAM, if you volunteer to do something for free, you're never going to get paid for it. Right, Miguel? See? Never going to get paid. I expect you to keep volunteering, just like Doreen said. But anyway, what does she do, Doreen? Does anybody know?
She gets us free stuff.
Besides chase Miguel up and down the hall, what does she do? Let's see. Look at this. Here's a good one from Richard Cranium. When I even see a preview with Adam Sandler, I run from the theater screaming and puking. Yeah, get Adam Sandler on here. He makes me nauseous. And the people who watch his movies make me really sick, too. A lot of whom are the sports nerds who listen to the sports shows on QAM. Let's see. Please promote Hillary's book because if she sells more than 1 million, Tucker Carlson has promised to eat his shoes on Crossfire. Yes, I'm aware of that. I would tune in to see that. When Katharine Hepburn was interviewed by Diane Sawyer recently and asked about her belief on the afterlife, she basically said, when you're dead, you're dead. Nice going, Kate. Have a nice rest. Here's our Dallas Chronic faxer who says you have to watch Adam Sandler in Punch Drunk Love, a great, great movie. I normally can't stand his movies, but this one is nothing like the rest. You'll love this movie. It's as weird as Magnolia and as beautiful as Requiem for a Dream. I couldn't believe that the Oscars looked past this movie. It was nothing like I've ever seen. It's the last fax I'll send for a while.
All right.
So I don't want to become chronic.
It was critically acclaimed.
Says Bacho in Dallas. I beg your pardon, Punch Drunk Love?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean, critically acclaimed? What does that mean?
That means that it was supposed to be one of the best independent films to come out
So anyway,
that year.
getting back to what we're going to do here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting next week, since it's already Tuesday, and the powers that be at QM keep dragging their feet, I really don't know what actually happened there. Now, there are a lot of concerns that we have. We know that everybody loves Ferrall.
Right.
And that he probably would, goose the numbers up a little bit more than what George, since so many people hate George like poison. But, on the other hand, see, the way I look at it is this. If he's going to lose the station's license, let him do it on his own show. You know what I'm saying? After all these years that I put in, I don't want it to be known that the station lost their license on something that happened during my watch. You follow?
It's a conundrum.
Yeah. It's a condom. So that's one thing to think about. The other thing is, he does a sports show. Now, if he filled in on this show, obviously he wouldn't be talking about sports and giving away Marlin tickets, I would hope. But, on the other side of the coin, if he wasn't talking about sports, then he'd be talking about certainly ass. Right? Am I right?
Or other things.
Yeah, he would.
No, not other things. Well, I mean, ass is a general topic. I'm not just talking about a body part. I'm just talking about ass in terms of...
Yeah, definitely TNA.
TNA. So if he's on here talking TNA again on the show, God only knows where that's going to lead. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I thought we had it settled yesterday. But I'm a little bit concerned because the audience, that poll we took yesterday, the hate level against George is so great. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's not a personal thing, it's business. It definitely is not personal. We like George every now and then, but the audience just seems to be repulsed and grossed out and tuned out, which we don't want to do, even though it is the summer book and everybody claims we don't care about the summer book, but believe me, they do. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. What actor or actress would cause you not to see a movie if they were in it? Whoopi Goldberg, 37. Can we talk about Rasta people?
I love
Without
Rasta
getting
people.
Into okay, huh? Well, yeah, because they're your dealers. Okay, so now obviously you like them. No, seriously, I can't look at them. Now, that doesn't make me a racist, but it's just, you're not supposed to talk about these things. I find it physically unctuous. I can't look at it.
You don't like dreads?
Oh! And especially like the Rasta drug dealers in Amsterdam. They look like they haven't had a bath before Jesus was a baby.
I thought that was part of the religion.
It's part of the spirituality.
God. Maybe they're afraid if they grab the soap, they might drop it. That could be part of it. Oh, here's another one. I don't think this is a movie guy, though. Is it John Ritter? I guess he's done a few movies.
He was in a few.
He's done.
Well, I can't stand John Ritter. I think he floats, too, by the way. Anytime I see a movie or a TV show that has him in it, I immediately change it out. He makes money in show business. How he does it is beyond me. Honorable mention, Bruce Willis, whom I can only watch if I know he dies in the film. That's good. Yeah, they both belong on there, John Ritter and Bruce Willis. I would have voted for Bruce Willis had I not had so many other good choices. Here's one that's got, now see again. Why are you sending me long lists? Long lists. I don't like long lists. Pick one.
Sorry.
Oh, was this yours?
No, but I sent that to you.
Well, no. If they're giving me a whole bunch of them, don't even waste my fax paper. Anyway, Whoopi Goldberg, 37. We wouldn't watch a movie with her in it, and I would agree with that. Leo DiCaprio, 26. Patrick Swayze, 14. Will Smith, 13. Sandra Bullock, 11. I feel bad about that. But then again, that's why we asked the poll question, is to find out what the people think, not what I think. Adam Sandler, 5. Robert Downey Jr., 5. Michael Pare, 4. Why is Michael Pare so disturbing? He was in Eddie and the Cruisers.
I don't even know who he is.
You didn't see Eddie and the Cruisers?
Yeah, I saw that.
He was Eddie.
The main guy.
What else has he been in, though?
I beg your pardon?
What else has he been in?
The Virgin
I don't know.
Suicides.
I didn't see.
Yeah, he's not bad. They don't like him. He's a frog. Maybe that's why they hate him. Sly Stallone, 4. Sally in the Field, 2. Ted Danson, 2. Melanie Griffith, 1. Eddie Murphy's 1. That's yours. Christian Slater, 1. And John Travolta, none. Christian Slater and John Travolta. Yeah, but they'll get some. Building a tremendous list, which is one of the reasons that a lot of us don't see as many movies as we would like. Although at least when you go into your DVD store and you got a great selection there, you can avoid, like the play. Oh, that one's in there? Sorry, I'm not buying it. Don't forget Bob Roberts, must see. 5670560, pound 5. Now, line 9, caution observed. WQAM.
Your bits are getting predictable.
There he is. What did I tell you? See, I know now. Just by the number of the line that's ringing, I know exactly who it is. WQAM.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I think who belongs on your list is Mickey Rourke and Sam Elliott.
Okay.
Because outside of Barfly, which was a pretty decent movie Mickey Rourke was in, I can't stand to watch him in anything.
Yeah, he makes me nauseous. Just hearing his voice makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh, God. And after the plastic surgery, even looks better. Anyway,
okay,
happy Canada Day.
And thanks a lot, Pally.
Bye.
I don't come from a place where if somebody says, "Suck my dick," I'm going to walk away, okay? I don't know. Maybe you're from a different planet.
Okay, Mickey. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. Maybe we'll hear from somebody who likes George on the air today, do you think?
No.
One or two? Come on. You can do it. He needs your support. He's sick. He ain't feeling good. WQAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Great.
This is a mobile Julio in West Palm, and I can't.
All right.
I can't go through the day without listening to you and Ferrall.
Excellent.
Two names for your list.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, right.
And Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Overrated.
But she actually, if she was in a movie, you wouldn't go see it?
Yep.
I'll be damned.
In fact, I haven't seen anything but the one that she was with her husband.
What, Sleeping with the Enemy?
Yeah, that's the
You
only
didn't like that movie?
It was all right.
I think you were probably on his side.
Yeah, that would be all right.
Yeah, you're rooting for him. Okay, thanks a lot,
Yep.
Pally.
All right, bye.
Have a great day. He likes Neil and Scott.
So I'm thinking that Scott ought to be filling in for me on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, don't you?
Sounds like a good idea.
And George be there. I don't know. I mean, Clarence and I had a little chat yesterday, but again, that was before you pleasured Clarence, so he was in kind of a surly mood.
Squirt, squirt.
But once you and he had a little interlude in the afternoon, he might have loosened up a little bit, so to speak. He might be feeling a little bit different about Scott. I don't know. I mean, see, the problem is that don't volunteer to do something unless you really want to do it. You know, don't give us the big tease. If he wants to do some fill-in, it would certainly help the ratings. There's no question about that. He could salvage for us a really good summer book. But on the other side of the coin, they're probably going to have to pay him. You think they want to pay somebody extra?
No.
Probably not, knowing the way they operate. Or maybe they can just give him some extra Marlin tickets. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I see a gigantic crowd, just a little over 11,000 announced. Were you at the game last night, Beast?
I was, actually.
And?
No.
How many people really were there?
I don't know. Maybe
About
6.
30, man.
6,
How many?
7,000 maybe.
7,000.
Maybe.
And you know, since this is America's team that's in town right now, that some of those people, like Mo, for example, were Braves fans. So we're talking maybe there were 6,000 Marlin fans there last night against the first place team. Marlins are now back to 500 again. They've been playing pretty damn good. They had those exciting games with the Red Sox over the weekend. Nobody cares. I just mentioned that in passing. Nobody cares. 10:58 at 560 WQM. For years I've been telling you about a really good product. I'm taking it myself now, and you ought to be doing the same. It's called Oleomed. Oleomed soft gels contain the best olive oil you've ever even heard of, that you've dreamed of. It's not just ordinary olive oil. It's super concentrated, loaded with health benefits. Oleomed in your puss every day can help reduce the risk of heart disease, high cholesterol, and all sorts of bad things. Plus, there are 14 different Oleomed formulas that you can choose from, each one combining the best olive oil going with vitamins, minerals, and herbals to support specific needs from your bones to your blood pressure, which is the one I'm taking, to your immune system. Just pick the formulas that are right for what you need. Now there are 3 brand new Oleomed formulas, one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and CellQ10 for your heart. Pick up some Oleomed while you're doing your shopping today because it's basically in stores all over town. Pick it up at Publix, Eckerd's, Walgreens, Whole Food Markets, Navarro's, and Sedano's, or you can order it online if you like at oleomedamerica.com. If you want more info on these great products and what they can do for you and where to stick them, call toll-free 1-866-OLEOMED. That's 1-866-653-6633. Don't forget, for better health, start popping some Oleomed in your puss right away.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560, QAM.
Ray Hudson, George Rodriguez rocks. He is the bollocks.
They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Sanctimonious phonies who would turn in their own mothers. I'll bet you're gonna say that when a gun's at your back as they make you board that train. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Well, it just ain't enough. Just have rush, filling the airways with hatred. The radio is permeated with the likes of Dr. Laura, Bill Hendry, and Michael Reagan. They call it Clear Channel 'cause they're clearly out to make the message clear.
Are you sure?
The right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. For all the table-talking idiots who couldn't get any dumber, that are married to whatever they are told to believe and worship George as their king. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Well, the Democrats who crap their pants like a child at a scary movie have Terry McCullough, who should go home and shut up 'cause he don't have a clue what he's doing. The Democrats have a death wish when it comes to deciding who they will run, and you can color them done if they run Joe Lieberman.
Absolutely.
Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers who get indignant if it isn't them that's getting a juicy Hummer. Just remember what I said when a gun's in your back as they make you board that train. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Oy! They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. For all the table-talking idiots.
11:03 at 560. Whoopi is just running away with it, okay? I just can't stand looking at her, and I think a lot of people share that, you know? See, one thing about my philosophy is if you really want acceptance, you know, minorities are always screaming, oh, everybody's picking on me, nobody wants us to be equal, but if you want me to like you or, like, even tolerate you, don't look like a freak, you know? It's like a lot of these screamers that were in these gay pride parades over the weekend, and believe you me, I got some idea what that's all about. And the ones that are really just mincing it, like kind of Clarence looks in that picture, Beast. Tell him to butch up a little bit.
By the way, I was just in the kitchen.
Yes?
And there's a sign on both soda machines that says, clean cans before drinking.
Woo! What does that tell you? Maybe the mung from Moe's bag is like proliferating into the air and it's like seeping into everything now and you have to like wash off the top of the can lest you get some of the mung on your lips.
I think they think that you touched the machines when you were back here and you gave them, you know, the soda.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize you were talking about me. Yeah, maybe there's some SARS on somebody's can.
Rectum.
Like Corso. There's something on his can, I'll guarantee you that. Like his brain. Now, this thing you just faxed me from, what is this from? New York what? Is that a magazine?
I have no idea.
Some asshole. In fact, whoever sent this to me is an asshole. Michael, I don't want to read your last name on the air, asshole. Requiem for a Dream. Mr. Cranky is the name of the guy that reviews this. So the fact that his name is Mr. Cranky tells you he probably doesn't like anything. His review of Requiem for a Dream, which I wouldn't waste my time reading because it's one of the best movies I ever saw in my life. Just about, I would say 95% of the people who have seen it that I've talked to on and off the show agree with me. It's just fabulous.
I can't find the unedited version anywhere.
Duff's got it. Because I gave it to him when I was there. I mean, the movie. He'll loan it to you. But be sure and wash it off. But anyway, it says Aronofsky's movie illuminates an issue which any person with an IQ bigger than her shoe size already knows. Oh, well. So in other words, there has to be something new and revealing. I'd love to know what movie that was that gave us an insight into something that we never knew anything about. Which movie was that? Like The Godfather? Godfather must also be crappy because it illuminates the mob, which we never knew anything about the mob, did we? What a stupid Mr. Cranky. Hey, Michael, take Mr. Cranky and go out and do a little hanky-panky, okay? Maybe a little spanky with your wanky. God, that's sad. Like everything, it's like people say, oh, well, I didn't like it because it wasn't realistic. Well, whoever said that any movie was realistic? Or like like soap operas are realistic? Whoever said that? God, what a bunch of assholes. It's called entertainment. It's either entertaining, interesting, riveting, amusing, something, but entertaining. 5670560 pound, like all of the things that George evidently is not. Now, why are they picking on him so bad? I guarantee you, before the show ends at 2, somebody will call in and say, we can't wait to hear George on Monday. You watch. Or you think he's too sick to call? WQAM.
Hey, what's going on, Neil?
Yes, sir.
How's it going, man?
All right.
Just to let you know, man, you guys doing transmitter maintenance again?
Well, we got about
for some reason, I hear you're cutting in and out. I've been hearing it all morning.
Yeah.
You know, at first I thought it was the radio, but then I got it.
Well, we're running a limited number of watts today.
About 30, man.
Because it's,
About
it's the
30, huh?
It's the 1st of July. We don't want to spend too much money. We know there's nobody in town, so we cut the wattage down.
Hey, Neil, can I get a special request, man?
Yeah.
I smoke 2 joints.
Okay, have a great day. Have a great time doing it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM.
Can I speak to Neil, please?
Speaking.
Oh, Neil.
Yes,
I got
sir.
through. How are you doing?
Great.
Good. I got a couple for your list that I can't stand. Martin Lawrence and
Okay.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
I'd rather stick a pencil through my eye.
Okay.
Okay, Neil?
Any comments on George for filling in?
Oh, you read my mind, Neil. F. George. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, I mean, at least he got right to the point, didn't beat around the bush. Here's a fax from Sam who says, Steven Seagal, he's the worst actor on the face of the planet, might possibly be gay. He runs like a woman.
I may have to change
like,
my vote.
Like Clarence. We getting all of these on there?
Of course.
Okay. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, he makes me, I can't imagine I would watch a movie he's in, although I have seen movies he's in. So what does that mean? Anyway, his thick as Heinz accent, wooden line readings, a noticeable lack of humor and irony mark him as one of the world's worst actors, and you are...
Absolutely correct, sir.
Thank you, Sam and Kendall. You got your thumb right on it.
I have one to add now.
Now, here's one that bothers me a lot. Steve in Key West says, and especially for a guy in Key West to be saying this, bothers me greatly. What about Freddie Prinze Jr.? He's never been in anything but teenage swill. Well, I happen to like his teenage swill. I like Freddie Prinze. While we're at it, how about his wife, Sarah Michelle Gellar? There's a whole group of these young Hollywood people who make nothing but garbage. Ryan Philippe. What was wrong with Ryan Philippe in the gun movie? Well, what the hell's the name of that movie?
Way of the Gun.
Way of the Gun. I just watched that a couple nights ago. That was a damn good movie. Reese Witherspoon, the whole gang from Scooby-Doo, Summer Catch, Down to Me, etc., says Stephen Key West. He can't stand these people.
I grew a new respect for Ryan Philippe after Way of the Gun.
That was a good movie, and he was good in it.
I have one. The Rock.
The Rock is in movies?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh.
And he used to play football at UM, so I'm not fucking around.
Oh, another UM Jock Factory. That's what the Beast calls it now. I'm so proud of the Beast this morning. That's the only reason we let him come in and fill in for Sick George today is because he finally came out of the closet at the beginning of Ferrall's show and admitted that Paul D is a fat tub of crap and that UM is nothing more than a jock factory and that no football player ever graduated from that school. And they call it Suntan U for a good reason. Nice going, Beast. We're proud of you.
Oh!
Plus, you didn't want to be on those games with Zagacki anyway, did you? Isn't the embarrassment factor just unbelievable?
Oh, my! Oh, my!
Humiliating and degrading.
He's very exciting.
He's an exciting guy, huh? Old penis face. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which actor or actress would cause you to absolutely not see a movie if you find out they're in it? Whoopi Goldberg, 50. Leo DiCaprio, 37. Patrick Swayze, 17. Will Smith, 17. Sandra Bullock, 13. I'm just dismayed about that. That's ruined my day. Adam Sandler, 11. Sly Stallone, 9. Robert Downey Jr., 8. Melanie Griffith, 5. Michael Pare, 5. What do you got against poor Michael Pare? Oh, he's a frog. Ted Danson, 4. Bruce Willis just went on, or he's already got 3. Sally Field, 3. Eddie Murphy, 2. Mickey Rourke, 2. Hey, how you doing, Mickey? He listens. Christian Slater, 1. John Ritter, 1. John Travolta, 1. Keanu Reeves has got 1, but nobody can find it yet. Sam Elliott and Julia Roberts don't have any yet. Julia Roberts, I think it's like a new thing. People like picking on her. I think it's a personal thing. But as far as an actress, okay, so maybe she's overrated, but she's still been in some pretty good movies. You don't think Sleeping with the Enemy was a good movie?
I liked it fine.
I thought it was a damn good movie. I thought it was chillin'.
And she was also in that other one where she was an attorney that I think she won some kind of Academy. I don't know if it was an Academy Award.
What was the name of that?
Erin Brockovich.
Erin Brockovich.
What was it? Oh, I didn't see that. Erin Brockovich.
That was a pretty good movie.
And she did great in that movie.
Didn't he play for the Washington Caps? 567. Don't be doing hockey talk now. That was one of the worst things on yesterday's poll. It was a pretty revealing poll. I thought that was we had over 1,700 votes. They said the things that we don't ever want to hear past your lips is about sports. Definitely, including hockey was number 3. What was number 2? Am I going to have to dig that out of the Schmidt can again? What was number 2? Sports.
George?
No, George was 4th, I think. Hockey was 3rd. What the hell was number 2? Well, we'll come up with it. I'm sure that Eric will probably give you a buzz. 567-056. George was up there, though. He was like in the top 5, him and Mo. I'll tell you something we want to talk about right now, and that is your barbecue, because the 4th of July is just a couple of days away now, like 3 to be exact. And at Barbecues Galore, you'll find everything for barbecuing that you could ever want and then some. They've got the largest range of great Weber grills and accessories, starting with the Weber Smoky Joe portable charcoal grill for under $28. It's the perfect grill for any July 4th or other picnic. And nobody can beat Barbecues Galore's incredible, unbeatable, amazing selection of top-quality grills. They carry a full line of grills, including the top names, Weber, Viking, Jenny-Air, Broil-Made, and lots of exclusive grills that you won't find no place else, like Turbo, Barberchef, and Cook-On, Captain Cook, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. Right now, take advantage of no payment, same as cash financing, until January 2004 on approved credit at Barbecues Galore. This week, take home the amazing 3-burner Cook-On grill, a Barbecues Galore exclusive. This one comes with a host of great features that you would normally only find on much more expensive grills, like 42,000 powerful BTUs, porcelain-coated cast-iron burners and cooking grills, and a generous 625 square-inch cooking area. You absolutely won't find another grill like it for the price, now just $349, and only at Barbecues Galore. Perfect for your July 4th, and like I said, all your other summer cookouts, too. Don't forget, Barbecues Galore is America's best barbecue store. They got it all, with stores in Plantation on University Drive and a Fountain Shopping Center. Call 954-423-1400. And in Coral Springs on the corner of Sample and Rock Island Roads, call them there at 954-757-6668. Everything under the sun you need for barbecuing in this one tremendous store, Barbecues Galore.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Got King Kong, smell the yellow tea.
Absolutely.
I like my yellow gorilla, eating my feces. Hey, hey, I got monkeypox, and I'm not clowning around. Bananas got me straining, and turning my diaper brown. I'm just trying to keep busy, playing monkey records all day. Smell my toes and my fingers, and wonder why they smell this way. Like Jake Red Ones, I'm a chimpanzee. I'm not as mighty as Joe Young, but maybe Lancelot Lee. Hey, hey, I got monkeypox. I'm all hairy and brown. I got some irritation, so I'm pulling my diaper down. Fairy dogs are real friendly, best pet I ever found. With all the fun we've been having, roaming our doo-doo around.
11:17 at 560 WQM with the Beast filling in for George today, sitting in his chair. I think in the noon to 1 hour might get a segment where the Beast describes Mo picking dingleberries out of his rectum every morning in front of the entire staff.
You don't want that.
That might be a what?
You don't want to know about that.
What do you mean I don't want to know about it?
I mean, it's so disgusting.
But it's a true story. In other words, Ferrall didn't just make it up.
No, it's definitely true.
Yeah.
Digging just everywhere. I mean, every nether region you could possibly get to, that man had his hands.
Wow. And then, of course, when somebody would come in that he hadn't seen in a while, would reach out and extend a hand of friendship. Here's one that says, no freaking contest, Tom Arnold. That's UCF Kenny, one of our regular faxers. Get him on there, Tom Arnold. He's nauseating. Here's Maria, who says, I'm starting to get nervous about having to hear Ferrall for that many hours a day. When George isn't pushing ass-eating, he's pretty entertaining. That's what Maria says. There's one. Anyway, she says, happy Canada Day, and I've got two actors for your list. Andy Garcia, boring, very monotone. Wake me up when the movie is over. Andy Garcia, deservedly to be honest, especially after that routine he pulled in front of Elianito's house. And number two, I don't know who this is. Haley Joel Osment? Is that spelled wrong?
The guy that was in Sixth Sense and said, I see dead people, the little kid.
Just like a creepy little kid, looks like a mini-man. Is that really his name, Osment?
Yeah, something like that.
Haley Joel Osment. Okay, get it on. It won't get too many votes, I don't think. I mean, after how many movies is he in?
About 30, man.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What's your take, George or Ferrall, to fill in for Neil on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting next week? It's still open, QAM. We can change our mind at a moment's notice. Just like that morning show, What would you rather have? Would you rather have Ferrall doing 6 to 10? See, that's what I'm thinking. Right. You know something? It just dawned on me. What a bunch of losers we got running that joint. I said, the last thing I said to Clarence yesterday, since he does a sports show and the audience loves Ferrall, why not because I hadn't looked at the schedule, because I see on here now Geldy without Mo tomorrow. I said, when Mo goes on vacation, why not have him move back up there and do a couple hours with Geldy and then do 8 to 10? Doesn't that make sense?
Of course.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's a given. And then, of course, it's like Wally Pipp and Lou Gehrig, just never give you your position back, You just don't come back from vacation. Sit on the bench.
Oh.
No, but don't you think that's a great idea? What is wrong with these people, Clarence and Muff? What is wrong with you guys? Well, we know what's wrong with Clarence. He's still healing up from the beast's wicked attacks.
I'm a homo?
But at any rate, I think that's a fabulous idea. Geldy with Ferrall, 6 to 8, and Ferrall solo, 8 to 10. What's not to like?
Then what about your show, then?
What about our show? Well, I'm not leaving till I'm doing tomorrow and Thursday. Well, when is Mo coming back?
Oh, you mean he's coming back?
I didn't say on the air, I said, when is he coming back? I didn't say when's he going to be back on the air. Hey, listen, 5 to 6 for him. For a guy his age, I think 5 to 6 is plenty. He can be the Ferrall and Geldy warm-up guy. What an hour that would be. A power-packed hour, the likes of which you never heard. He could cram all of his chronics in there. He could get Richie from Boarhead. He could get that, what's that Julio guy? What's his name? The one from Miami. Who?
Juan, is it Juan?
Juan, that's the one. He could have him on here. He could get Steve, Stuttering Steve. All those chronics on in that 1 hour every day. It'd be a magnificent hour. Just something to think about, Duff and Clarence, okay? I can't believe they dropped the ball on this. They're so worried now that they gave me back 10 to 2 and gave us back where we belong in our regular time slot that they were trying to dick around with us. Don't worry about us. We're doing just fine. Take a look at the website, man. We're getting like 80 billion hits a day. Even the Beast ain't taking that many hits every day. But start goosing up that morning show, and here's the perfect opportunity to slide that guy right in there. I'm getting up early tomorrow. I want to hear him. I want to hear him on there at 6 a.m. WQAM.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any of the Baldwin brothers have to be on the list.
The Baldwin brothers,
any of them.
Huh?
Any of them.
But I'm not sure which ones are the Baldwin brothers, because Alec Baldwin is not one of the Baldwin brothers.
Alex.
No, Alec
Steven.
is not one of the Baldwin brothers.
Sure he is. Alex, Steven, Billy, and the other guy. There's another one. You put Pauly Shore on the list.
Yeah.
And any of the
Pauly,
friends.
won't see him no more.
Any of the friends.
Okay, thanks. Whatever he just said. Any. They give me any give me one name, and any of these and any of those. Yeah, we'd like some specific names would be good.
Oh, Paulie, won't see him no more.
No. 567-0560, pound 560 on the 8. Now, Beast, did you see Once Upon a Time in America?
No.
Did not see that. Then I guess you wouldn't be impressed about the fact that the name of the guy that runs the deli, who is buddies with all the members of this gang, his name was Fat Mo. I just mentioned that in passing. WQAM. Yes, sir.
Neil got it. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I have a suggestion for the poll.
Okay.
George would actually fill in pretty good for him, I think. He's the biggest void of personality on the planet, Kevin Costner.
Oh, I love it. Good choice.
Yeah, you're doing a great job filling in for George. Keep up the good work.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
George, if you can hear me, don't smoke pot at home. It's going to aggravate your cold. Why don't you try a opium suppository?
Okay, thanks. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't watch Train Spotting, Beast. It's just not for you. It's not for anybody. It's only for really, really, really super sick druggies like George and what's his name, Beaner Boy.
It's a good movie. You just got to get past that.
It is not a great movie. It's not a great movie. I don't want to see some guy fishing around with his hand in the bowl trying to find his goddamn opium suppository. Sorry.
Didn't even make it to the part where he dives into the bowl.
Ah! Here's the fact that says George is great on his own, if that's the way it is, but I think Ferrall and George could be a very interesting match. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it says both seem to be deviants. What do you mean seem? Are around the same age, and it seems Ferrall may be into eating ass as well. I think you are.
Absolutely correct, sir.
That's a good fact. That's somebody who's very perspicacious. In addition to which, George could do his Ferrall voice, which I think is, it's hard to tell them apart. That would be good. Yeah, let's keep working on it, okay? But I still start out tomorrow with getting Ferrall on there with Geldy. I bet you Geldy would like that, or not. How do those two get along?
Depends on the day, from what I hear.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking the Beast. He does Ferrall's show. He's not saying anything. Is he there?
I'm right here.
And you have nothing to say about that?
Yeah, they get along fine. Although Goldie gets very upset in the morning at about 8:02 because Mo likes to keep the crossover going for like an extra 10 minutes, and Goldie just gets up and leaves. Like when they're doing that crossover, Goldie just leaves because he says.
First of all, Geldy's never involved in that. He doesn't.
No, he says if they're not paying, I'm not staying. So when Mo wants to stay an extra 10 minutes, Goldie said they're not paying me for this. I'm leaving.
Nice going, Geldy.
All right.
Good thinking. Less work, more pay. See, he's caught on. But of course, Mo, he's trying to stretch it out because he realizes by that time most people are awake and somebody might actually hear him. Somebody says Mel Gibson, good choice, excellent, and Charlton Heston. Again, picking on a guy just like they're picking on George when he's down.
You son of a bitch.
And a good choice, Charlton Heston. What the hell is all this crap? Kraft Foods, what is this? Said it would take steps like capping portion sizes and... What is this about? You're just faxing me like pages with no identification of what the hell they are. Marketing fatty and sugar-laden foods to children has been a hot-button issue as obesity concerns have come to the forefront. Thanks a lot, Beast. An expert, if there ever was one. Oh, here's one. Brendan Fraser, the mummy. It says, he sucks, pretty boy, no-talent asswipe. Says Phil in Mudgate. Get him on there, Brendan Fraser. I don't think he's all that pretty either, if you ask me, and I should know.
He was good in that Jewish boys' school movie.
Actually, that was a good movie. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, still put him on there. I mean, this guy's entitled to have his choice, but that was a good movie.
What was the one that with Charlton Heston before Charlton Heston?
Gee, it's on the floor. Oh, I gotta see. You don't.
I love having you crawl around on the floor.
Just a minute. What I do is I throw them on the float, and then during the break, as soon as the break comes up, I pick them up and throw them in my trash bag. I'm pretty organized here.
Was it Mel Gibson?
Yes,
Mel Gibson was on that list, but wasn't there another one, or have you not got that one?
No, I think that's it.
Mel Gibson. Nice going there, Beast. Excellent. Don't watch Train Spotting, okay? You'll thank me. Someday you'll thank me for warning you. Don't listen to that pervert. Here's one from Avi. Oh, the wandering Jew. Pain in the ass. We can't stand you, Avi. It says, by far the worst person. This guy just hates George, and he can't even spell his name right. He spells it with a G. The worst personality on your radio is your very own George Rodriguez. He's the most anti-Semitic person that hit the waves. Like most of his kind, if you give him a walkie-talkie, he'll be giving tickets at MIA. I promise I'll never listen when he's on. Good, that's another reason to have George on. We'll get rid of this professional Jew. Kasselhoy, Avi, okay? Have a good one. And don't lose your suppository. 27 past 11 at 560 WQAM. If you're in a really dead-end job, if you're sick and tired of working for peanuts and not having 2 nickels to rub together, here might be the answer for it, especially if college is too expensive and takes too long and you can't play football so you can't get into UM. If you can afford $10 a month and commit yourself 3 nights a week for 4 months, Fast Train can help you achieve your new high-paying computer career. That's correct. Just $10 a month and 3 nights a week for only 4 months for individuals who qualify. So call them today and get yourself out of that rut that you're in. Call Fast Train at 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. And, of course, like we keep telling you, and I'd love to know what the locations exactly are, but, of course, that would be a little bit too much work for Todd Reck, so he won't put this in a copy. Todd, you still suck. With 4 locations all over town, there's bound to be a Fast Train nearby you, so call them toll-free at 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. Talk with the train career counselor. They offer you day, evening, weekend schedules, job placement, hands-on training, too. Pick up your thing right now and call Fast Train at 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. And don't forget, Fast Train's deferred payment is valid for a year. Regular payments apply thereafter. Whether you're a high school student on summer break right now, somebody in an underpaid dead-end job working for virtually free, or just looking to increase your net worth, call Fast Train and get yourself on the road to a real career and a real paycheck. 1-866-FAST-TRAIN, or check them on the wicked World Wide Web at fasttrain.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAQAM.
Beware of exploding balls.
Coming up tonight on Inside the Behind, the True Hollywood Celebrity Music Biography Profile Story. They were a very weird band, but they were from Canada, so there you go. They were Crash Test Dummies.
I never thought I could get into music, you know. Back then, growing up in Winnipeg, there weren't many places to...
Hold it right there. This interview's over.
What the hell?
Inside the Behind's cameras kept rolling as an irate George W. Bush, dressed in some half-assed uniform, which suggested that he himself had actually fought in the war, stormed into our studios.
Winnipeg, huh? That's in Canada, ain't it? Lots of French people in Canada, ain't there?
Well, as a matter of fact, Winnipeg does have the largest French-speaking population in the western part of Canada, but I don't see how that...
Shut up with your French talk.
But I'm speaking English, eh?
That's how you fool us, lousy French people. What'd they ever do for us?
Oh, they helped you win a couple of wars? Gave you the Statue of Liberty?
They're a bunch of losers. They don't even shower, and their women don't shave their underarms. Damn, I wish they had some oil. I'd bomb their French asses.
Look, Mr. Bush, I'm with the Crash Test Dummies. We're just trying to do an interview here.
And another thing, the name of your band is now the Freedom Dummies.
We don't even have the word French in our name, eh?
It's close enough. Freedom Dummies. You hear me?
Whatever, eh?
The the Freedom Dummies. If you don't like it, tough luck. It's a big, juicy, sopping wet-looking show business. Tonight, on Inside the Behind.
11:33 at 560. The Baldwin brothers have nothing to do with Alec Baldwin. Alex is one of the Baldwin brothers. We've been through this 80 billion times. Why don't we just put the Baldwin brothers any? Okay?
Got it.
Got it. No, because Alec Baldwin's a great actor, and I want to get him lumped in there because he's got nothing to do with them. He is not one of them. He was great in Glengarry Glen Ross and in a lot of other good movies. Got it?
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg, 61. Leo DiCaprio, 43. Will Smith has got 20. Let's give away some Marlin tickets. Patrick Swayze, 18. Adam Sandler, 15. Sandra Bullock, 15. To see Sandra Bullock side by each with Adam Sandler brings a tear to my eye. Sly Stallone, 14. Jean-Claude Goddamn has got 10. Robert Downey Jr., 8. Ted Danson, 7. And Julia Roberts. Downhill from there, single digits. WQAM.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin is definitely one of the brothers.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Alec Baldwin is one of the Baldwin brothers?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Get out of here.
Okay. If you say so, I'm telling you, he's one of the brothers.
I thought we'd been through this. And you're telling me Alec Baldwin is not a good actor?
No, he's a great actor.
Okay.
But I'm just saying he's one of the brothers.
I'll be damned.
He was the first one to make it big. He made it on some nighttime soap opera or something.
Well, like I said, he's the only one who can act.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
See you. Like I said, did I just get through saying that
no.
Alec Baldwin is one of the... No, I was sure we'd been through that before and he wasn't. Well, whatever. So, like I said, cross that thing out, okay? Cross that damn thing out. Baldwin Brothers, my fat ass. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. One. Give me one, okay? Which actor or actress would cause you absolutely not to see a movie that they're in? I noticed the George conversation is quieted down, which is either a good or a bad thing. I guess they just basically gave up. Don't give up. You never know what the hell this outfit's going to do. In fact, Mo might just actually come in tomorrow after hearing all of this today, and you know he's listening.
No.
He might say, I think I'll postpone that vacation because I heard they're going to stick Ferrall in there. Now, you just know that he's got to be crapping his pants more than usual.
Yes.
Thinking about the fact that being a little more insecure than usual. Not only do they back him up an hour, but just knowing that they're priming Ferrall to be doing 6 to 10. He's got to be like having wild, explosive bowel movements about that.
I thought he was going to be here till like 2012.
Who's that?
Mo.
How? 2012?
I don't know.
He's going to work till he's 90? Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically.
He's going to croak on a year? Oh, now, see, this fax, you don't know about this. This one, because he doesn't put his name on there anymore. The one that says telephonetics, this is Tim Potts. We don't do Tim Potts' fax, okay? He's just a chronic no-life. Troy says, the mere sight of Richard Gere, with or without his goddamn gerbil, makes me run away from a movie screen at top speed. I wish he would take his Buddhism bullshit and go to Tibet and die. Also, I hope Mr. Cranky dies, and Mo, I hope... Have a nice day, Troy. And back at you, Troy. Well, there have been a lot of people dying lately. Buddy Hackett died over the weekend, and Katharine Hepburn, who was overrated no matter what. I mean, as a person, she was fine. She was very nice, and yada, yada, yada. But I'm sorry. I'm not into Katharine Hepburn as an actress. And who else just died? And Gregory Peck, who was great. Here's one that says, for talentless and disgusting, how about J-Lo? That's a good one. How come it took so long to get that bitch on it? Oh, I was watching, they showed clips from one of her 85 movies she made with Ben Affleck, and nobody still believes that whole deal. I have never seen anything so wooden in my life. I mean, are they kidding anybody?
No.
And they wonder why they don't release half of their crap even in the movie theaters because they know nobody's going to go to see it? J-Lo, get that bitch on there. Nicolas Cage. And the most loathsome all-time Matthew McConaughey. What the hell was he in?
He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think of something.
He was in Contact.
You are... I got the two of you there who are usually pop, 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 pop. What the hell are they at? 1, 2, 3. How many seconds go by before I get a response?
About 30, man.
Jesus, let's get with it. I know it's the doldrums of the summertime, but you're as slow as molasses. Let's go. Let's snap out of your doldrums, man.
Clarence tired me out this morning.
Oh, is that it? God. And I know it's not from talking too much on the Ferrall show because you don't let anybody get 2 words in edgewise.
No.
I mean, once it gets to be 10 o'clock, I'm serious. If I never said anything, he could be going till 10:45. No problem at all. Pop, 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 pop. It's dynamite.
So we're putting Nicolas Cage on the list?
Yes. A lot of people can't stand him. I don't like him.
That pains me to put him.
I don't care. I mean, I'm not saying I've seen plenty of movies he's been in, but as far as do I like him as an actor, no. I don't. I just there's something repulsive about him. Highly overrated. Now, did you know that Alec Baldwin is one of the Baldwin brothers?
No.
5670560. Pound 560. You know, the same thing happens every time. Because this happened at least twice before that we got into this whole thing about, oh, well, there's Alex and there's Alec and there's Smart Alec and all this stuff. Nobody cares, okay? Believe me, please. WQAM. QAM.
Hey,
Yes,
I
sir.
have a add-on to it. I'd like to speak to Neil.
You're speaking to him.
Oh, Neil, how are you?
Pretty good.
Happy Canada Day to you.
Thanks so much, eh?
Okay, listen, I like to put in Barbara Streisand.
Oh, yes.
Oi! Thank you.
Thank you so much. As in Yentl. Barbara Streisand. Cross-eyed bitch. Now, I will say, years ago, I did watch a movie, but only because Michael Sarrazin was in it. I did like Michael Sarrazin a lot. Remember, what was the name of the Michael Sarrazin movie with, what's her name? Jennifer O'Neill.
Who with the what?
Reincarnation of Peter Proud. You never saw that?
No.
Okay, Reincarnation of Peter Proud. Anyway, it was called For Pete's Sake was the name of the movie. Michael Sarrazin and Barbara Streisand. And I put up with her cross-eyed antics and her whole obnoxious just because he was in it. But Yentl...
Speaking of the Dolphins, our Dave Joseph talked to Yentl Green...
was a little bit over the top. Who was that bitch, by the way, who did that Yentl Green?
Speaking of the Dolphins, our Dave Joseph talked to Yentl Green...
Who was that simpleton bitch? Remember that?
No idea.
5670560. It was some bitch, I think, from Channel 7, one of those broads from Greco Drive. Some simpleton bitch. Whoopi Goldberg, 62, and Leo DiCaprio, 44, and nobody else is even close. Will Smith is I'm glad I didn't vote for Will. I would have. If it hadn't been for Leo being called in as a reminder yesterday, I would have voted for Will. Because I like being up there near the top. Like the Beast, I like being up on top. Unlike Clarence. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. 20 till noon at QAM.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
All the crap you can unwrap. All the slime all the time.
Got an inside Wall Street tip, and now she's gonna pay for it. Broker says she lied, she'll soon be indicted, facing lots of time, and we're so excited to see her taken out in cuffs. 20 years won't be enough. Dress her up in stripes, send her to Sing Sing, put her in for life. That would be a good thing, oh Martha. They'll get you for insider trading, and they'll send you away, oh Martha. Well, we're laughing so hard that we're shaking. What's your stock worth today, oh Martha? Well, you had everything, but you spoiled it. Yeah, they'll send you away, oh Martha.
Absolutely.
You'll be sharing the stainless steel toilet with your cellmates.
11:45. Maybe Martha should have been in Train Spotting. She could have probably cooked up a wicked lunch in that bowl, you know what I'm saying? 15 till noon at 560. Now, Alec Baldwin, like I just got through saying, is one of the Baldwin brothers. He was the second of 6 children in his family. Oh, he was born in Massapequa, New York, April 3rd, 1958, the first of his family to start a career in acting. Following in his footsteps, his brothers Daniel, Stephen, and William. You know what the problem is with me and this whole thing is? I don't know who the other Daniel Baldwin, Stephen Baldwin, and I don't even know who they are. Maybe that's why I can't relate to this, because I never seen him in nothing. Did you? Can you tell me what they've been in?
I can't separate them. I've seen them all, but I can't tell one from the other.
No, but he's been in a lot of big-time movies.
No, Alec Baldwin I know. I know
right.
him.
Okay.
But Daniel, Stephen, and William I can't tell apart.
So don't be lumping Alec Baldwin out with his wannabe brothers, okay? Don't lump him in there.
Well, have you ever seen the movie Biodome with Pauly Shore?
Yes.
No.
Which one was that?
I don't know. But
That was one of the Baldwins, but I don't know which one. One of them was in Backdraft. I don't know which one that is.
Every time we get going on this, anybody mentions his name, we get bogged down. It kills some hours and good time. Let's keep it up. Here's a fax from Adriana who says, can't stand Gina Gershon. Ugh, it says. Got her on there?
He says
Gina
yes.
Gershon, Gershon. I have no idea who that is. Who is she?
No idea.
Okay.
I think she was the one in Showgirls.
Can't stand her. I have no idea who she is. Anyway, this is some bad news. Florida's taken sides in the long-running debate over the medical necessity of circumcision. It's joined the opposition. Beginning today, the procedure is no longer covered by Medicaid in Florida except in limited cases.
Oi!
That means a Medicaid mom who wants her newborn circumcised will have to find some other way to pay for it, while those with private health insurance will generally find the procedure is covered, if you pardon that expression. It's a cost-saving step, lawmakers say. You have to spend Medicaid dollars on medically necessary services, said Representative Frank Farkas, a St. Pete Republican and Vice Chairman of the House Subcommittee on Health and Appropriations and a professional goy. Research suggests circumcision is done more often for cultural or religious reasons, Farkas said. It really was a no-brainer, he said. The change is expected to save the state $2.3 million a year. In the past 4 years, Medicaid paid $5.8 million for almost 45,000 circumcisions in Florida. Medicaid will continue to cover the procedure in the case of injury or problems. Circumcision involves the removal of all or part of the foreskin of a penis. It's a religious ritual in Judaism and Islam. Proponents say it helps prevent disease, but opponents say the risks are high for little return. For a small, that's what I got, a small return. So there you go. It's a Goya Chevelle. What can I tell you? Isn't that sad? That's basically like the state of Florida standing up and saying, hey, all you Jews and you Muslims out there, cocksachois, you know? Take your circumcised penis elsewhere. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. I can actually say that for the first time we got 3 people on this show today, all circumcised.
Oh!
Right?
Yes, sir.
That could be a first. Why, have you checked Beaner Boy? Have you checked his giblets in the sink?
He's tried.
QAM, that was the day Clarence was out sick. QAM.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Listen, this is Bob, the American Airlines grenade loader. How are you?
Pretty good, Bob.
Hey, listen, when are you going to fly direct from Miami to Las Vegas with us?
I'm not.
Okay? At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Listen, I got somebody for your pearl. Jeff Goldblum makes my skin crawl.
Absolutely, an excellent choice, Bob. Outstanding. He makes me. I wish he'd turn into a fly again.
I can't stand that son of a bitch.
Right.
You know how many times I want to hit him in the face with a baseball bat?
About 30, man.
You got it, baby. Take care, Neil.
See you in the overhead compartment, Bob. Take care. American Airlines. I mean, with all due respect to Bob, I wouldn't fly American Airlines if they paid me by the mile. Ooh. Keep going. Air Canada yesterday, that's the good news. I'm glad he reminded me. They settled the pilots, voted yes. They ratified that deal. It was a little shaky last week as Air Canada continues hanging on by a thread. Don't do it, boys. Don't go out of business, please. Not until they stick my ass in the ground anyway, because the only alternative I'll have nonstop from here to Miami will then be American Airlines.
Oi!
A fate worse than death. No, seriously, they just can't get their act together. Every flight that I've ever flown with them, and you just see it in the terminal at MIA, it's just chaos. Just all kinds of people running around. There's no nothing organized. It almost looks like most of the flights to Europe, you know? Most of the European airlines, they're like KLM. They're great once they get you in the plane. Once they get in the air, they're sensational. But in terms of getting of boarding process, like Alitalia, they're the worst. It's just total chaos. Just a bunch of guidos just running around, knocking each other down. It's brutal. Jeff Goldblum, that's an excellent choice. I almost forgot about him. I would not watch a movie with him in it. That's how nauseating. He just, oh. Now, the original movie, The Fly, was with Vincent Price. Remember that? No.
Actually, I do.
Do you?
Yep.
That was pretty good. And then they came along with Jeff Goldblum, and they thought, what's the only way we could make him look better? And that's to turn him into a fly. During the entire motion picture, I sat there with my fly swatter poised. I didn't watch it. Saw about 10 seconds of it. I saw that he was in it. Bye-bye. Moving right along. There's a lot of them, you know what? Maybe people in Hollywood should figure this out. That they're just certain they should have like Q scores, like they do on television, for actors and actresses. And find out if somebody's got a really low Q score. If most people are revolted and nauseated by them, maybe we don't want to see them too much. WQAM.
Yeah, Mike in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Stephen Baldwin was the one in Biodome, and you could also make your list. He was also Barney Rubble in the first Flintstone movie.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Pally. We're getting more Baldwin droppings here. Do we want any more?
No.
Oh, but thank you very much. We don't want any more. Because like I said, every time anybody even mentions that, bop, 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 beep, beep, we get the whole... Alec Baldwin's an outstanding actor. Excellent. And other than that, forget about him. So far, which actor or actress would cause you to absolutely not see a movie if you found out they were in it? Whoopi Goldberg, 65. Get out the old Whoopi cushion and smack her with it. As a matter of fact, what an insult that is, the Hollywood squares. They've tried to bring that back about 3 different times. And this, the middle one, the intermediate one, wasn't she on that one?
Yeah, and now Ellen DeGeneres is there.
Ellen DeGeneres? Well, I guess she's taken Paul Lynn's spot. They always had to put some gay person in that middle square after Paul Lynn was in it. They always put some queen in there or some whatever, dyke. Whoopi Goldberg, 65. Leo DiCaprio, 45. Will Smith, 21. Patrick Swayze, 18. He is obnoxious. Oh, you know who another one is that makes me sick to my stomach, who looks like Patrick Swayze? Kurt Russell. Yes, he is married to Goldie Hawn. We already discussed that a million times.
Eisner?
Kurt Russell, who was one of Walt Disney's favorites. I think they did it a few times.
He was on Gilligan's Island, too.
He was what?
He was on Gilligan's Island, too.
Kurt Russell was on Gilligan's Island?
Yeah, he had a guest appearance as the Jungle Boy that somehow showed up on the island.
Adam Sandler, 17. He should be doing better than that. Oh, he just as soon as I said that, it clicked over to 18. Tied with Patrick Swayze. Sly Stallone, 16. Jean-Claude Van Damme, 16. Sandra Bullock, 15. You know another one? Pauly Shore's got 10. You know another one? How could we have forgotten? Maybe it's un-American for me to say this. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. How could we have left Arnold off? You like Arnold?
Not really.
No.
Kind of.
He has elevated the word dumb to a new level. I mean, everything is just that.
He's got those forced one-liners,
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. and Verizon. You know, before they got married, Maria Shriver used to actually have a chin. WQAM.
Hey, can I speak to Neil?
Speaking.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I know you don't listen to Castronovo, but
no, especially when I'm here in Toronto, it's kind of hard to pick up that signal.
yeah, he was talking to Rick Sanchez this morning.
Oh, boy, when Sanchez left town, he was sucking his ass, and I bet you he was sucking it again today.
He sucked his ass so hard his head caved in. It was embarrassing. I wish you could. And then Sanchez mentioned that he wanted to get his kids into American Heritage over there.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, over there by where Neil Rogers lives. And Castronovo says, that guy, he's gone. He ain't on the air no more. And besides, his ratings were crap, or something before he disappeared.
Right.
Hey, did anybody say Bruce Willis?
Yes, they did.
Oh, hey, happy Canada Day.
Thanks a lot, eh? Okay, see you around. Castronova sucking on to Ricky Sanchez. What a good match. Yeah, that's right. I'm not on the air anymore, Castronova. I'm gone. Still number 1 in a time slot, even though Tom Jicha said it couldn't be done, and even though you're a butt plug who never had an original thought in your mind, schmuck. Oh, you can't talk that way about Paul and young Ron. If I lived to be 1,000, I'd never understand the attraction of that show. I have heard it, little drips and drabs, because everybody's material is always better the first time, you know? It's like going into a fine restaurant and getting a great steak. When you eat it the first time, it's always better than the second time around. 11:56, 4 minutes till noon at 560 WQM. If you want you a great mattress, if your old mattress is lumpy and bumpy and just had it, if it's worn out, if you've just screwed it right into the ground, here's the answer for you. Get yourself a great night's sleep from our friends at Dollar Mattress, because all it takes is one easy call, the easiest piece of shopping you could ever dream of doing. Just call 1-800-MATTRESS, M-A-T-T-R-E-S, and you won't believe how simple it is to pick out the perfect bed for you and your back. The expert bedding consultants will guide you through the whole process because they know bedding inside, outside, upside down. And unlike what happens when you go into a showroom where they try to steer you toward a house brand that you never heard of, or a discontinued set, or a mismatch, or something that you didn't want in the first place, Dollar Mattress doesn't screw around with that kind of stuff. They sell you only the best. Top quality Sealy, Serta, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic. No sales gimmicks, no false promises, no inflated prices either. They've got the high-end beds, too, for you big shooters out there, like Sealy's Crown Jewel line, and top models from every brand, all at low everyday prices. Call 1-800-MATTRESS, 1-800-MATTRES right now and see what I'm talking about. And when you do make that call, be sure and ask them about their comfort exchange policy. If you're not completely satisfied, they'll exchange it for you with no questions asked. Plus, they give you free setup of your new mattress. They take away free removal of your crappy old one. And you get to choose the date and time for delivery that fits your schedule when you're going to be home, when it's convenient for you. You picked the 2-hour window. Nobody anywhere in the history of mankind has ever done anything like that. So call Dollar Mattress right now. They'll be there in no time at all. Call 1-800-MATTRESS, 1-800-MATTRES, or check them out on the web if you like at mattress.com.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Hey, I'm Frau Iliana Ross-Leitman, and I like scrubbing my smelly gorilla ass with soap made from jewels and listening to the Neil Jorge Comunista Hour. Hey, guys!
Morpheus, Neo, and Trinity are back in the next installment in The Matrix, the third prophecy. In the third prophecy, the Oracle says,
Mr. Smith will become Miss Smith.
First there was The Matrix, then The Matrix Reloaded, now Matrix Uncocked. Directed by the former Larry Wachowski, now known as Debbie. Coming soon to a theater and a dumpster near you.
1201 at 560 WQM. Happy Tuesday to you. So anyway, see, let me give you a little piece of advice, Beast, since you're filling in.
I made a big mistake. I'm sorry.
No, just because people fax you stuff down there, one of the ideas is that I can save a lot of fax paper here if you're a little bit more selective on the craft.
I'm gonna be honest with you. All the stuff on the Baldwin brothers, I faxed you. Like, I printed that out and faxed.
Well, that makes it much worse.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
That makes it 1,000 times worse. No wonder we can't stand you, you know?
As soon as it went through, I said to myself, I should not have done that.
I mean, I thought you were just forwarding this crap because generally our audience will do stuff like this.
No.
And George, one of the great things George does off the air is he doesn't send me crap from either chronic faxers or stuff that he knows I don't want.
Oh, no, I've been doing that. Like, a lot of the stuff people have sent today I haven't sent you.
Probably stuff I wanted to see, but in the meantime,
No,
it's like, let me just count the pages here. How many pages are there?
At least 400.
About 30, man.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There may be like 10 pages here on Stephen and Daniel Baldwin, which I don't give a flying fig about either one of them. Stephen Baldwin, here's a silent warning. Slapshot 2. That tells me everything I need to know. Slapshot. Dead Rockstar, Wildfire, Keeping It Real, Spider's Web, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, Dead Awake, yada yada, Protection, Zebra Lounge, yada yada yada. He was born May 12, 1966 in Massapequa, New York, the youngest of 2 sisters and 3 brothers. All of his brothers are actors. I told you Alec is one of them. Daniel and Billy. Although Stephen has the same eyes as his brothers, he's easy to distinguish. He has to die for cheekbones. And the best part is the Beast wrote this. To die for cheekbones, full lips.
That's what Clarence said.
Often sports blonde and or long hair and a wild Woody, is what it says here. Exchange Flintstones in, what? Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas?
Yeah, he was Barney Rubble.
Mercy? I don't know. Okay. This is all, which one's Stephen Baldwin? Now I know who that is. But Daniel Baldwin, I don't know who the hell he is.
Actually, a Stephen Baldwin guy. I think that is like the good-looking one.
You trying to say something again? Since you were the guy that picked Aaron out in our Hot Couples Contest number 3?
I didn't pick him out. I just figured that you'd like to see him.
You're gay.
Well, wait a minute. He was born in 1966. That means he's 37 years old. No, thanks. The only guy even close to that old that I'm interested in is Ethan Hawke. I don't know. There's something about Ethan, you know?
By the way, Beaner Boy just came back in the room looking green, blue, and about to keel over.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Maybe George gave you something.
We're giving it back and forth to each other. And then
Really?
as I'm walking in, and Duff is coughing in the other room, and it's getting nasty.
See, I left it for you. The week that I was there, I left a little something for you on the soda cans.
We have to clean our soda cans off. That's right.
And here's William Baldwin's filmography. He was in Double Bang, Say Nothing, You Stupid Man, One-Eyed King, Box 2000. He played Christian Box, as in What's in the Relative Values, Brotherhood of Murder, and this goes on. Bullworth, Bull Schmidt, Shattered Image, Virus. I mean, that's what you got. Maybe you got the Baldwin virus. So, also he was in Born on the 4th of July. Oh, he had a cameo role as a platoon soldier. So I knew he couldn't have had like a major role because it was a good movie. Okay, there you go. There's everything you want to know about the Baldwin brothers and then some. As our topic today is, why do you hate George so much? 5670560. Here's more faxes. I didn't realize you sent me about 80 pages here. My vote is for Whoopi Goldberg. She makes me shake with disgust. Now she has a new sitcom coming out. When the ad comes out, it makes me gag. I thought I was the only one. I started feeling guilty because if I look at her, I just get physically ill. She's nauseating. I'd rather be tied to the ground with honey spread over my naked body and have army ants eat me than watch that nasty bitch. Well said, Richard. As for George, he seems like a pretty good guy, but, when he does the show alone, nobody gets a word in edgewise. No caller can even come close to finishing a sentence without him interrupting. Very, very annoying, says the Evil Meister. I didn't know that, because I don't listen. Is that true?
He gets a little jumpy.
I'm not asking you. You don't produce the show when I'm not there. Is
I
that
listen,
true?
though. I listen all the time.
Yeah, and what about the sick boy over there?
He's more Nazi than, I get looks.
You get looks about what?
You're gay.
No, you get looks, in other words, if you interrupt?
Not I guess interrupt.
Hola, this is Carlos.
Here's one that says from Dave in Lakeland, an actress that makes my skin crawl, Ashley Judd. Horrible, it says. Get her Ash on there right away. Here's another one. Now they're starting to rip George an ass. See, he's homesick as a dog. He's not listening. This won't bother him. He's used to it. Plus, we're going to have Ferrall do the show anyway. No, we're not. Yes, we are. You know what we'll do? We'll do whatever the hell winds up doing. I think that's a good idea. Don't you? Let's just play it by ear. Let's shock the management. Let's just see who shows up, because I'm not going to be there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting next week. You can bet your life on it starting this Friday, July 4th, as a matter of fact. Joe says, I enjoy it when George takes over the show. It gives me a chance to turn the radio off, leave the house, and do something with myself. Oh, you don't have to leave the house to do that, Joe. By the way, have you noticed how the Beast looks suspiciously like Stooge Joe Besser? Can't wait to hear Rick and Suds on QM this summer. Have a great life, says Joe. Here's another one. It says, just wanted to thank you, George and Beaner Boy, for the spectacular dinner at the Pizza Loft. My wife and I were the third-place winners in the Hot Couples 2 contest. Decided to use our prize last night. We'd never been there before, but we definitely will go back. Hating Miami, but loving you, says Chris. And also, P.S. for the poll, any previous member of Saturday Night Live not named Bill Murray, as in Rob Schneider, David Spade, Chris Kattan, and et cetera and so on.
That's the guy that came by that we were that you should have been here to see. That
Chris?
Our receptionist Carlos fell in love with Chris.
Well, these were the third place winners, right?
Right.
Wasn't that the biker couple?
No, the third place winners from the last Hot Couples contest.
Oh, from the previous one.
Right, the Chris and Odie one.
Oh yeah, that Chris and Odie. I remember them. They were very nice. Hey, listen, there's plenty of people we've had enter this contest that I wouldn't mind seeing, and that's why they're entering, because they know that I'm up here and I can't be there to see them. They're not dumb. Especially my good close friend Aaron. How they hanging, Aaron? Wow. Man. He had half of the Oscar Mayer meat plant in his pants in that one picture. And whatever happened to that beautiful photo of Moe's head right by his package? Beaner boy.
Which one?
The one that somebody had made for us, the same guy that does all this other great stuff. He had Moe's head right down there by Aaron's package. Don't you remember that one?
No.
We may have to dig that one out.
Yeah.
Since Moe's busy digging everything else out. I'm so glad that I'm not there to see Moe digging in his ass. Oh, God.
Please
I'm not
don't
really
start.
sure which is more disgusting, the scene from Trainspotting, which at least I could shut it off, or the fact that Moe is running around picking dingleberries out of his butt while everybody is there forced to watch it.
It's not just the backside, it's the front side, too, man.
Oh, no,
He's
maybe
yanking on that
he's
thing.
searching. Maybe he's trying to find it. Maybe he's trying to see if it's still there.
And he smiles like he takes pride in it.
You got to be kidding me.
I kid you not.
He reaches around and readjusts his package and he smiles at you.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
there's a message there, Beast. Maybe that's why you're not on the show anymore. Maybe you didn't cooperate. That's why you had to settle for clearance. Which actor or actress would cause you definitely not to see a movie that they're in? Whoopi Goldberg, 71. I don't think anybody's going to catch old Whoopi. Leo DiCaprio, 47. Bye, Leo. Don't fly away now, sweetheart. Will Smith, 21. Adam Sandler. You know, that would be another interesting poll. Which of these queens is fooling absolutely nobody? Don't you think that's a great poll?
Absolutely.
Which of these fags is fooling nobody? You know, like J-Lo or Matt Damon? Leo? Right? I think there's a pretty good list there. Probably a few inside our building. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. How are you doing today?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Great, thanks. Do you have Sarah Jessica Parker on that list?
No, we do not, because I'm afraid if I put that on, I'm going to start reading it like that again.
Oh, my God. Well, if
But
you could
she
put her
belongs
down.
on there. A lot of people can't stand her. They hate her like poison.
I will not watch any movie that she is in, ever.
Okay.
But if you don't mind, I like to mention something else that's going on in the news right now.
Go ahead.
Tony Blair and this BBC little fluff dust-up that's going on over the sectioning
Right.
up of the documents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you go to whatreallyhappened.com, their lead story today is the Microsoft Word document. Contains loggings of edits that have been made to their document. And Tony Blair's government has been busted because they shared this Microsoft Word document with the press, and they've gone in and looked at these log files. Your Microsoft computer mavens there will explain to you how that works.
Okay.
But Microsoft Word keeps track of all the edits that have been made to a
Right.
document.
Yeah, we had a little bit about that in that story with the BBC lawsuit yesterday.
Well, if you go to whatreallyhappened.com, their lead story is how Blair's government there has been busted because they claimed that they weren't making edits. They weren't making edits to the document, but
Yeah.
in there is a list of all the personnel that had to log in to make those edits. It's at whatreallyhappened.com.
Well, I noticed that they suddenly took a quick turn today because Jack, I'm the last straw, said this morning, or I guess this afternoon their time, that under no circumstances or for any reason will England go along with an invasion in Iran.
Yes.
So
well,
I guess
you know,
they got burned real bad once, and now they got caught with all their pantaloonies down, and now they're just making sure everybody understands they're not going to do it again.
Well, I guess Bush did get the trifecta. He got rid of the Taliban, he got rid of Saddam Hussein, and now he's gotten rid of the Labour Party leader, the Liberal Party leader in England.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Right.
All in one fell swoop.
80-something.
Well, have a nice vacation, Neil. Take care of yourself.
Thanks, Pally. See ya. WhatReallyHappened.com. Well, you know, you could, if Bush came on television this afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and made a speech and said, well, you know, we tried hard, but we couldn't fool you, and we tried, We just wanted to go in there. We wanted the oil, and we already had this planned 4 or 5 years ago, and we screwed up, you know. We got caught with our pants down, and we made up a bunch of stories. If he came on there and said that, I think that his popularity would be close to the same as it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with so many stupid people out there, they don't really give a crap. And these fundamentalist right-wing assholes, they don't give it. They already probably know that. Or a part of them knows that. They don't care. 5670560. I don't want to get heavy with politics today, although I do have this story, U.S.-based missiles to have global reach. It's on our website. We got 80 billion stories on our website today. In fact, what we're going to start doing is having a lot more just to make Carlos work that much more since I bought him that computer.
About 30, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have stories up the ass from now on.
No problem. So it's not my ass.
And a lot more. And I want to see that damn wedding picture of the Beast and Clarence. I mean, the picture that's on there is definitely special. But the one with that wedding outfit, that's probably in the same place as the one with Aaron and Mo with his head on his package.
Wait till you see the one from the honeymoon.
Isn't that the one I'm talking about?
That was just the wedding.
That's just the wedding picture. The honeymoon is, wow.
Rectum.
Man.
Squirt, squirt.
I told you that UM, man.
Squirt, squirt.
Now, Clarence didn't go to UM, did he?
No, he went to Penn.
Oh.
He's an Ivy League boy.
That explains it. 12:13 at 560 WQM. If you're still dawdling around, July the 4th is coming up on Friday, and Barbecues Galore is waiting for you with the biggest range of Weber grills and accessories, all the good stuff you're looking for and need for a fantastic barbecue. Starting with the Weber Smoky Joe Portable Charcoal Grill. This one is under $28. Even you schleppers out there can afford this one. It's the perfect grill for any picnic, July 4th or any other day. And nobody can beat Barbecues Galore's incredible selection of top-quality grills. They got them all. You name it, they got it. They got a full line of grills including Weber, Viking, Jenn-Air, Broilmate, and lots of exclusive grills you won't find anyplace else in the world, like the Turbo, Barbecue Chef, Cook-On, and Captain Cook, all at the guaranteed lowest prices anywheres. Right now, take advantage at Barbecues Galore of no payment, same as cash financing until January 2004 on approved credit. This week, and what a week to be doing it, take home the amazing 3-burner Cook-On grill, a Barbecues Galore exclusive. This one comes with a host of great features, normally only found on more expensive grills, like 42,000 powerful BTUs, porcelain-coated cast-iron burners and cooking grills, and a generous 625 square-inch cooking area. You won't find another grill like it for the price, now just $349, and only at Barbecues Galore, perfect for that July 4th cookout. Don't forget, you're going to love shopping in this store because the people are friendly, they know their crap inside and out, and whatever you're looking for, they got it. Barbecues Galore is America's best barbecue store. You'll find them in Plantation on University Drive in a Fountain Shopping Center. Call 954-423-1400. And Coral Springs on the corner of Sample Road and Rock Island Roads. Their number is 954-757-6668. Everything under the sun for a great barbecue is waiting for you at Barbecues Galore.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Absolutely.
Michael Eisner.
2 rings, Eisner. It took you 2 rings to answer. What are you doing over there?
I'm sorry, sir. I just couldn't reach the phone quickly
I couldn't
enough.
reach the phone. 1 ring, Eisner. We've been over this.
I'm sorry,
Get
sir.
on the ball over there.
Okay.
What are you all hung over out with your mighty dicks?
Who, sir?
The hockey kids.
Oh, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Oh, what a successful story that's been.
Whatever. Sell it.
Sell it? What?
Sell that team. They're terrible.
Sir, they're in the Stanley Cup Finals.
What does that mean?
Well, they're in the championship of the national...
Save it. I'm not into sports anyway. I'm more of a porn mouse.
Porn mouse?
Forget about the Ducks. It's a stupid name anyway. Who came up with it?
Well, I did, sir. Remember we had that movie?
It's terrible. And I see you hanging out with that straight brim on your hat. You look like a moron next to Charlie Sheen.
No. That was Emilio Estevez, the star of the Mighty
Same kid.
Ducks.
It's the same kid. Terrible.
The Mighty Ducks, I mean, they really are entertaining. It's a great family value.
I don't care about the dick.
What?
Hang on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. What the hell is wrong with you, Remus?
Oh, I'm not feeling well, boss.
Oh, you're almost white.
Yeah, I'm pale, boss. Oh, had some bad Chinese.
Some bad Chinese?
Yeah, met her downtown, boss. Ling.
Ling's a panda.
Whatever, boss. I's got to go.
Oh, get away from me. You stink like a brewery. My good God. Come on, Eisner.
Yes, sir. Well, things are going very well over here. You know, we have the Mighty Ducks in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Terrible. Sell them.
And we also have the Finding Nemo movie, which is doing very,
Yeah,
very
Finding
well.
Nemo, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Why do I have a check for $4 million on my desk and the thing made $70 million? What kind of deal do we have with Pixar?
Well, we sort of...
Read it!
Oh,
Did you do it?
I think I pooped myself, boss.
You pooped yourself! Remus! Get out of the office, will you?
My, oh, my.
My, oh, my
What
is
a
right.
horrible day.
Oh, I need a stick up in here. Eisner?
Yes, sir?
Repeat after me. I am
an idiot.
Goodbye, Eisner.
Okay, well, sir, would you like tickets for the Mighty Ducks?
I told you to sell the dicks.
Ducks?
Change the name of that thing anyway.
Well, change the name.
Yeah, if we gotta keep it, make it the Mises.
The Mises? What are Mises?
Mises, more than one mouse.
Isn't that just mice?
Are you correcting me?
No, sir.
Get out of here, you stink.
I can't even walk, boss.
12:20 at 560 WQAM. We got an even 400 votes on the poll. Which actor or actress would cause you absolutely not to see a movie that they're in? 400 votes at the moment. Guess who doesn't have any? Matthew McConaughey, Haley Joel Osment, Kurt Russell, Jeff Goldblum, I can't believe that, and Gina Gershon. None of them have any yet. Isn't that embarrassing? Ashley Judd's got one. Nicolas Cage, Jennifer Lopez, Richard Gere, Brendan Fraser, they all have one. Chuck Heston had one, but he forgot where it was. Mel Gibson's got one. Sam Elliott's got one. Christian Slater's got two. That'll make George happy. He hates them. Andy Garcia's got a pair. Chris Rock's got two. Tom Arnold, 3. Eddie Murphy, 3. Arnold Schwarzenegger, 3. Sally Field and Martin Lawrence each have 4. 5 for Keanu Reeves and Bruce Willis. Michael Pere's got 6. The Rock's got 6. John Travolta, 7. John Ritter's got 7. He floats. Melanie Griffith, 8. Mickey Rourke, 8. Robert Downey Jr., 8. Ted Danson, 8. Some bad Chinese. Steven Seagal, 10. Julia Roberts, 10. Sandra Bullock, 17. I take personal exception to that. You know what?
Makes 2 of us.
Makes
I
3
mean,
of us.
okay, so she does cutesy stuff, okay, like her movies aren't like real heavy duty. In fact, the first movie I saw her in was the guy that had amnesia on the L in Chicago right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a cute movie.
How about Speed? She was good in Speed.
She was good on Speed. And these people are ripping Sandra. Maybe they think she's just a little bit too cutesy-wootsy, like that. Which they may have a point, but the idea that they just wouldn't watch because she's in it, that's a real shot. You're brutal, folks. Patrick Swayze and Sandra Bullock, 18. Adam Sandler, 19. Jean-Claude Goddamn, 20. Sly Stallone, 20. Pauly Shore, 21. Will Smith, 22. Barbara Streisand, 28. Old Yentl. Leo DiCaprio, 47. A very solid second, but he can't catch Whoopi. Whoopi's got 72. She's making Whoopi. Although at least I think she washes that stuff once in a while, you know? Those Rasta guys with the real, you know the ones I'm talking about. They probably your drug peddlers.
I love Rastas.
Yeah, but the ones that I'm talking about got the real, like you see all the soot in their hair. I don't know.
That's how they keep it together. They rub
No! I don't want to hear about it.
Seriously, in the hills in Jamaica, because I've been there, they rub like excrement in their hair to keep it all locked in.
Yeah, man.
Beast is into all of that. Into Rasta music, into dubbing.
I'm into the whole movement.
Yeah.
Into the whole movement? I think you just described somebody's movement.
Just has no hair, so it's kind of rough for him to do that part. But.
Beast is going to be in that movie, The Feces of the Beasties.
Is Howard co-starring?
What are you talking about? This is not the Ferrall show where we start getting into like graphic fecal discussions, okay? You're just try to keep straight what show you're on, okay, all right? God, they rub feces in their hair. And then they peddle their dry. After they smear it all over their goods, then they sell it to the Beast. And he rolls it up and puts it in his mouth and smokes it.
Some good stuff.
WQAM.
Hi.
Yes.
I'll say this fast, but my phone keeps cutting off. Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin's obnoxious and disgusting. An excellent choice.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Michael Jackson agrees, right?
Yes.
Excellent choice. Grab him.
He hasn't been in anything lately, though, has he?
That's okay. They're just covering their ass, okay? Just in case he ever pops up again, they want to make damn sure they don't see him. He's annoying and just nauseating. In fact, most of those little kid actors and actresses, most of them are just really, like the broad that plays Philip and Beth's daughter on Guiding Light, that little blonde bitch, just like the slap. I mean, she may be a very nice little girl, but I mean, she's just an actress. But she's perfect for that role. She plays the snottiest, most troublemaking, devious little bitch. Just like a slapper up along the side of the head. Oh, there's Buddy Hackett. They showed a nice picture of Buddy Hackett. He's dead in case you've been sleeping, folks. In case you've been hiding under the bed. They haven't dropped any weapons yet, but they did find Buddy Hackett's body. He's dead. 79. I don't think anybody didn't like Buddy Hackett, you know? I mean, he was a little on the abrasive side. But people more and more are liking abrasive. Look at the result we had for Ferrall and our poll yesterday. It was sensational. Only 27 negative votes out of like 1,700. Far and away the best liked of all of us, including all of us, me, you, put together. They love him. Which is the reason he's going to be filling it on Mo's show tomorrow, our show next week. In fact, pretty soon it's going to be all Ferrall all day. Now, how many hours do you think he could talk like that? Do you think he can do that nonstop?
He talks like that all the time.
No, I'm aware of that. But regardless of that, it seems to me that even if that's your normal speech pattern, which it is now for him, how long can you do that without just tearing your larynx up?
Well, it depends how big your drug supply is.
I see.
He would need
maybe that's why the Beast is producing his show.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Oh, he got really porked off though those early days when he started the 8 to 10 thing, and I made some comment about the Beast and what a pain in the ass you are. He got really bent out of shape. Afraid we were going to cut off his supply. WQAM. QAM. Nobody there? How depressing. WQAM, hello.
Retire.
Oh, he got it. All right.
Oh!
Retire. That was a good reading today, sir. Thank you so much. Retire. And we're tired of your crap. That must be Paul Castranova's boyfriend. By the way, Paulie, man, you're full of crap, okay? At least you're consistent, always full of crap. And we still aren't going to hire you. Remember those times? There were at least 2 or 3 times that he was begging for a job at QAM. Muff can tell you, and Clarence the same thing. And then every time I would out him on the air about it, oh, he's a liar, I never did that, Bull crap, okay? At least twice that I can recall in the last 2 or 3 years, this man has pleaded and begged for that morning gig on QAM, and then goes on here and denies it. So not only do you steal everybody's material, Paulie, but you're full of crap. Your pants are on fire. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless. In fact, I think that is a good match. Clarence and the Beast is a nice match, and I think Castro No Balls and Rick Sanchez. I think that's a match made in heaven. 27 past noon at 560 WQM. We got the Mad Dog at 2. The Humper's in the studio. Tough assignment today, an entire 2.5 hours, 4 to 6:30. Marlins on deck, the pregame at 6:30. Marlins host the Braves again, 7:05 tonight. They're licking their chops as usual. Eddie K follows the baseball game. Joe and Mark overnight, 2 to 5 in the a.m. And tomorrow morning, no Mo.
Oh!
Mo's on vacation tomorrow. We ought to have like billboards up for that. No Mo in the morning. The coast is clear. You can tune in for Geldy. Geldy and I bet you Ferrall shows up about 6. Don't you think he ought to?
No, that means I'd have to get here at 6.
No, you wouldn't, because you already got Zach and Robert in there. You don't have to be. Why, you have to be there for him to do the show? Oh. Hey, you know, when a guy's hair is falling out in clumps, when you're starting to look like the Beast on a bad day, when you have that gigantic bald spot, that's like when you look like the Golden Buddha, that means it's time to get you some hair. So many ways you can do that. Everybody and his brother now is in the hair replacement business. Everybody that looks like a dead muskrat. Some of it is even worse than that. And then we got the guys selling you the dangerous pills, the holes drilled in your head, all of these things. Or you got Charles Alfieri, who is the best. For more than 35 years now, Chuck's been designing and supplying hair for the real big shots, the showbiz people, and for everyday people like you folks too, because no price in the world would buy a better-looking head of hair that isn't the real thing. And that's the great part about the natural hairline system. It looks like the real thing, like it's really your hair growing out of your scalp. And right now, Charlie's offering his summer special hair system, only $549 for first-time customers. If you already have a hair system, you can save yourself 50% on service and repair of all types of hair systems, including shampoo and trim as well. So give Charlie a try. You got nothing to lose but that shiny bald spot, because if you try one of his hair systems for 30 days, if you don't love the way it looks and feels and smells, return it and get your money back. Charles Alfieri, the benchmark of the hair industry. Call him toll-free and change your life forever. 1-800-321-2413. That's 1-800-321-2413, or check him on the web at charlesalfieri.com.
Live and local. Sports Radio 560, QAM.
We'll meet again if we don't wind up dead from the Bush cartel that left us all this way.
Estuve muriendo aquí.
We've all been duped, blind support was our doom as the bombs dropped from the skies from far away. Maybe we should have paid attention a little bit more to the facts we chose to ignore. The price of gas has declined, but I'm afraid that the line won't be very long. We'll meet again with a hope that by then civil rights will be restored one sunny day.
If we don't wind up dead from the Bush cartel that left us all this way, we'll meet again with the hope that by then civil rights will be restored one sunny day.
12:32 at 560 WQAM. Happy Tuesday. Happy Canada Day, eh? Big day here today. It's a major, major holiday. Nothing going on. No, even some of the newspapers ain't printing today. Here somebody says Eric Roberts, which ordinarily I would agree, and coincidentally, didn't I just see that movie with him and Dean Cain last week? What the hell was it called? No something. No Schmidt. No something. And he was actually pretty good because he played a real nasty, miserable, mean-spirited prick. He was the villain. But ordinarily I would agree with you, Eric Roberts. He belongs on there. People can't stand him. Okay. How about Bill Paxton? It says he is the worst. I'd rather hear George on the air than see a film with that guy in it, which I guess is saying a lot. Although you notice how they've let up on George today? I thought the way it started the first few minutes, I thought it was going to be like a 4-hour attack, which really would be bad. It says maybe Paxton isn't that bad, but I don't like him. Have you seen The Big Lebowski yet?
No.
No, I have not.
I just saw it.
And?
I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah.
But with Neil.
Well, who's the one that's telling me not to see it, George?
George and I are both trying. I don't know if George has seen it. I don't think it's for you.
Why? Because they peed on somebody's leg or something?
Well, yeah, actually.
You might like it.
I might like somebody peeing on my leg?
I'd give it a chance.
I'm not into it, but I might try it.
Sure.
In fact, Aaron from the previous Hot Couples Contest number 2, if Aaron wanted to pee on my leg, I might, I might extend it. This article about Uncle Ray's ganja and chips is kind of amusing. So what's the verdict? Should I get that or not? Because, you know me, I go into the video store and I start getting a whole bunch of stuff. I can't find Frailty yet. They're still out of stock. Don't have it.
It'll give you something to talk about.
Just get it, and if you don't like it, you can blame me.
Or I can just shut it off like I did with Train Spotting.
Sure.
Believe me, there is no chance that disc is ever make it back into my CD player, DVD, whatever the hell that thing is. There's no chance it's making it into my BVDs. That is the most grotesque,
I'm going to relabel a DVD and make you watch the rest of that movie somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you liked this job.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you needed this job, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Des Moines, Iowa. A woman bought a bag of potato chips at a convenience store but discovered more than munchies in the bag. Lois Campbell, 42 of Des Moines, opened a small sack of Uncle Ray's garlic-flavored chips Saturday and found another little bag inside. We were eating a few of the chips, and I was about to give some to my 3-year-old child, Campbell said. I thought it was a little bag of seasoning inside. When I saw what it was, I called the police. A police report said the contents of the heat-sealed bag smelled like marijuana.
Oi!
Oh, my God. Uncle Ray's, ganja, and chips. I think we ought to open a place like that. Right on the corner there would be good.
That's great.
Right behind Chuck's.
Deliciously different marijuana. Deliciously different marijuana.
The leafy substance and the chips were seized as evidence. The Get and Go store where The Get and Go store where Campbell bought the snacks has taken the rest of Uncle Ray's chips off its shelves, said Mandy Lockridge. The chips were packaged in Detroit, Lockridge said. Oh, they don't got none of that bad weed in Detroit. They only got the good stuff. To find out what was in there, they'll have to trace it back to Detroit, she said. All the bad stuff, the guns, violence, burning places down. It all comes back to Detroit.
Absolutely correct, sir.
It used to be so great.
That's
Not
a
no
great
more.
idea, though. A great
What's
marketing
that?
concept. To have the chips, you have the munchies right there.
Right, that's right. And then
You've
got
done
the
smoking, and you got the
That
chips
is
right there.
Absolutely correct. What a fantastic combination. And you can have your friend with the manure in his Rasta hair and his locks. He can be behind the counter selling the pickled eggs and sausages.
Now, if Clarence was in the room, too, that'd be great.
At the get and go with old Mo. Yeah, Mo's going to need something to do once Ferrall starts taking over 6 to 8. We can have him like behind the counter at the convenience store. And maybe while you're picking up a few things, he can be picking a few things behind the counter.
Oh, my.
Oh, here, I'll package that. I'll wrap that pickled egg up in some wax paper here for you, Sonny. Oh, he sure could add some flavor to it, couldn't he? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM.
Yeah, I'd like to add a name to the list.
Go right ahead, sir.
And talk to Neil. Is that possible?
You're talking to him right now.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
How about Ed Norton?
Ed Norton is definitely...
Edward Norton. I don't know
Yep.
how this guy became an actor. He's annoying. He's got a voice like a...
I'd rather see Norton from the Honeymooners any day.
Me too. I would rather see Norton from the Honeymooners any day. This guy, I watch a movie with this guy, I'd go through more TV sets if my wife didn't give me self-control.
Okay, I got it down, Pally. Thanks.
Thank you, buddy.
Calm down. 567-0560, pound. I'd rather see Norton from the Honeymooners any day, wouldn't you?
He
Come on,
actually
say
had
it.
he actually had an amazing performance with another one of your favorite actors.
Who's that?
Richard Gere. He was in a movie with Richard Gere. Richard Gere was his lawyer.
Did we ever put Richard Gere on here?
Yeah.
We did? Where the hell is he?
He's got to be somewhere up there.
I don't think he's on his list. No, because if Richard... Oh, there he is. He's only got 2 votes? You got to be schmitting me, man. Richard Gere's only got a pair? God. Get with it, folks. You're really slacking off. Whoopi's got 78. Leo's got 47. Barbara Streisand, 31. Will Smith, 23. Sly Stallone, 23. Jean-Claude Goddamn, 23. That's a popular number. Sandra Bullock, 22. They're doing that just to piss me off. I don't care. She don't care either. She's laughing all the way to the bank. Pauly Shore, 21. Adam Sandler, 20. Patrick Swayze, 18. Steven Seagal's got a dozen. Julia Roberts, 11, and single digits after that. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Let me tell you about some folks who are the best at what they do in the universe, and that's Dry Concepts. To me, it's inconceivable, after using these people in my house for over 20 years now, inconceivable that there could be anybody anywhere do a better job of making your carpets look just like brand new. The choice is yours. Maybe your carpets are a little bit on the older side. They look like pretty bad, and they smell bad, too. Before you spend a ton of money and waste a lot of cash buying brand new carpeting, call our good friends at Dry Concepts. Even the nastiest looking carpeting in the world, they'll perform a miracle on your floor because they dry clean your carpets. They suck out even the deep down dirt way in the fibers of your carpet, make them look and smell and feel just like brand new. They smell lemony fresh, they're dry in a couple of hours, and you'll be amazed at just the stupendous job they do for you. And you never have to worry when you call Dry Concepts because there's no rip-offs, no tack on to the price when they finish the job. They give you a written guaranteed price before they start the job. On your carpeting, your drapery, your expensive area rugs and oriental rugs, your upholstery, leather furniture. And if you have problems with pet odors or mildew odors caused by water damage, again, Dry Concepts will perform a miracle right there in your home and make them disappear like crazy. Call Dry Concepts today, toll free. You'll never use anybody else again. Call them at 1-800-248-5071. 1-800-248-5071 or log on to their website at dryconcepts.com. It's the truth. When you call Dry Concepts, you clean today and you can entertain tonight.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
So big.
You won't be hearing Marv Albert announcing sports anymore, but now you can hear him sing for the first time ever on his new CD.
If you want my kinky sex, get the things I like the best, like some panties and a dress and another guy. Then I'll say yes.
Everybody's gonna want to say yes when they hear Marv Albert and the Do You Wanna Bite My Ass brass.
You know the things that get me hot is wearing panties without a crotch. or dance around with my diaper on, making all over myself, and then go squishy when I squat. Yes, I really flip my wig over ugly Hispanic chicks. It gets me excited to bite the cellulite on their hips. Be my friend. Yes, find me men. Yes, who like to pull my dinky.
Marv Albert and the Do You Wanna Bite My Ass Brass. Available now at Rodman's All Night Pretty Things Emporium.
Yes! Didn't Marv replace somebody that we all love and know on Monday Night Football on the radio?
Yes. Absolutely.
1244 at 560 WQAM 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Now line 9, what's it been? How many days has it been since we had a real call on line 9?
About 30, man.
Because it's always that same jackass. WQAM line 9.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
A real call. I can't believe it.
Neil.
Yes.
Yes, I was watching the Wall Street Channel last week, and Tyler Matheson was introducing Rick Sanchez to come on next.
Oh.
And he said, and next we're going to have the man that Rick Sanchez loves to hate, Neil Rogers.
Well, what does that mean?
It was just very funny that he would mention.
I don't understand. What does that mean?
I have no idea. That's all he said. He turned to the camera was faced towards the audience.
Yeah.
And he said that the man that Rick Sanchez loves to hate, Neil Rogers.
I'm sure that had tremendous significance to the national audience watching.
Well, no, maybe the people in Florida, though.
Okay, well, thanks for
I already have a homosexual relationship with Neil, so I might as well have one with you, too.
Do you have any... You know what that must be? That must be a Ted what's-his-name deal. Ted David? They used to call this show Constantly Chronically until I started really ripping the gambling channel and asked which they deserve. Must be. Maybe Ted David turned everybody else at CNBC onto this show. You think that's possible? You think that's possible?
Sure.
Hola. You guys, I'm telling you, are you
Hola,
eating?
this is
Are you
Carlos.
guys eating now? Is that what's going on?
No,
there?
there's no food. We didn't order food at all.
Why not?
I don't
Oh,
know.
speaking of the gambling channel, look at the bad news.
All right. Also, more on Merriam-Webster's newest...
Dow is down 90 points. The Nasdaq's down 18. Precariously close to going under 1,600 again. The Dow is under 9,000 and down 91 point. Yeah, but everything's looking up roses, man. Everybody's working now, and things are really going great.
How's
you
that
just wait
Beasley
till we
song?
invade Iran. 5670. I don't understand that whole thing. See, when you have an international audience like CNBC does, why would you mention somebody that nobody has any idea who you're talking about? WQAM.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Two suggestions. Is Rob Schneider on the list?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, he should be.
Okay.
Absolutely should be. A comedic range from A to B.
Yeah.
Oh, and Janine Garofalo.
Aw.
Can't stand her.
Okay, we got him down.
All right, sir.
Thanks, Pally.
Thank you.
Happy Canada Day to you. 5670560. The calls about George have stopped. Thank God.
Oh!
That poor little bastard was taking a beating there for about, 5 minutes? And I'm pretty proud of this audience. They had an opening there. We opened the door wide open for them just to abuse and bruise and tatter him. But I think maybe the early comments to the fact that George has no personality and he's not funny and as boring as listening to paint dry, I think maybe that covered their feelings, you know? Those people are negatory.
And since it wasn't going to bother you, then what's the point?
It will bother me a lot. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T. And I guarantee you that our programming brain trust is sitting in their offices now, digging for dollars just like Mo does.
They're actually at
and
lunch.
they're probably,
They're at lunch.
Oh, like I said, after their 3-hour lunch, they're sitting in their office, hanging on every word. Well, you know, maybe he's really going to reconsider. Maybe we should stick Ferrall on there. You know what? You know the bottom line? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, these next 2 months starting next Monday, I don't give a crap what they put on. How do you like that? I mean, I'm being perfectly honest with you. I'm not going to be here on those days. I will not be on the air those 3 days under any circumstances, and that's it. And whatever else they put on, good luck to you guys, okay? WQAM.
Hey, I got a website. You guys are talking about all the Rasta stuff.
Yeah.
It's called the Jam Dunk Dictionary. It's no pun intended on the title. It's D-U-N-G. And it's a complete dictionary of Jamaican patois.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty
Is
interesting.
that patois or patois?
Patois. You know, the Bumba Clod and Ross Clod and all that stuff.
Okay.
And I just thought you guys would be interested.
Jamdung Dictionary.
Yeah, Jamdung.
Got it. Thanks a lot, Pally.
All right, no problem. Have a good one.
Ever Jamdung? 5670560. In fact, when you see Mo next time when he comes back from vacation, when you do the crossover at 8 o'clock, you might just want to ask him that. Hey, Mo, ever Jamdung?
Every day.
WQAM.
Hi, I'd like to add a name to music.
Speaking.
Maurice.
Hi, Maurice. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Not too bad. Let's go to Maurice. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, going back to the marijuana and the potato chip thing.
Yeah.
I would have gone to the display and bought the entire thing, and I want to add a name to your list. You got Whoopi Goldberg on there?
Whoopi Goldberg. That's a good one.
Okay, I cannot stand her.
Okay, thanks a lot, pal.
Thanks, bud.
See you at the Get and Go. Why didn't we think to put Whoopi Goldberg on there? Although, look at that. Immediately she got 80 votes, just like magic.
Wow.
She's in first place. That was instant. Nice work, guys. Whoopi's got 80. Leo DiCaprio's got 47. Barbara Streisand, crossed eyes, big nose, nasty, she can't act for Schmidt. She's got 34. Plus, like I've said before, there are certain... That's a good poll, too. Which of these people do you consider a walking ad for anti-Semitism? She's got to be on the top of that list, isn't she? Right near the top? Ow. Who?
Al Goldstein. Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, definitely. Al Goldstein is a walking ad for anti-Semitism. Maybe like a sitting ad, not a walking ad. A squatting ad.
I don't think I've ever seen him. I think I've just heard his voice.
Then why would you say that? Why would you say he's a walking ad for anti-Semitism just because he says...
I'm a fat Jew.
Yeah, that's all. He's got his own problems. Leave him alone.
Sorry,
Whoopi Goldberg, 80. Leo DiCaprio, 47. It's strictly a two-horse race. Barbara Streisand, small potatoes. But if we did that poll on who's a walking ad for anti... And then, of course, there'd be those people getting all bent out of shape. It just happens to be true. Every minority has a stereotype. That would be like saying, which of these actors or actresses is a walking ad for homophobia? You know, Charles Nelson Riley, who's some, the Jim J. Bullock. See where I'm going with this? There are people who just look and act like the stereotype that everybody says, it's a fag, it's a kike, whatever they say.
How about Carlos at the front desk?
Very excellent choice. Oh, good gravy. Man. Hey, too bad we missed him here this weekend, although I guess we had enough hundreds of thousands of others. I'm sorry, I never even went outside when all that stuff was going on. I was watching my Once Upon a Time in America 4-hour edition while the big gay parade was going on here Sunday. Because I just don't think that being gay means that you're like dressed up like some kind of a fruitcake and mincing and wincing, and I don't want to be associated with that. I mean, more power to those guys. That's what their bag is. Fine, just leave me out. And the same thing with the Jerry Seinfeld. And basically with the anti-Semitic thing, it's like a New York Jewy thing. You also have to be from New York. Richard Dreyfuss, there's another one. Makes my skin crawl. WQAM.
Neil?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Neil, long-time, third-time caller.
Okay. I'll mark it down.
First, let me say I hate Adam Sandler like
with a passion, like poison.
He's got no talent. I don't think he's funny. Saturday Night Live was never funny. But you kind of blew off a guy a couple weeks ago called, and when you're talking about movies, to tell you about Punch Drunk Love. And I got to tell you, I hate Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Great movie, and it's in the video stores now. You got to rent it.
Well, obviously he's not playing that same stupid character that he plays in all the other movies he's in.
No, he's like this wimpy kid who never stands up for himself.
Yeah.
And he's somehow been like moderately successful in some junky little warehouse business. But I'm not going to give it away, but it has nothing to do with him in a sense. But I'll tell you what, it's a great movie and a great story.
We had a fax about that earlier. We had the fax, somebody said it was sensational.
Yeah. And I went and rented Requiem for a Dream because you talked about it.
Right.
And I saw the 3 M's: Mulholland Drive, Magnolia, Memento.
Right.
It's a great service to find out that there's this is like literature on film, where it's like you're getting a great story, not just, thrown around for about 2 hours or whatever.
Right. I agree.
All right, that's all I got. Thank you, Neil.
Thanks a lot, pal. I wrote it down.
Bye.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What was that? What was it? Krabby? Cranky? What was the name of that reviewer that gave 2 cherries or whatever it was to Requiem?
Mr. Cranky?
Mr. Cranky. I'd like to give a spanky to Mr. Cranky, you asshole. And the guy that faxed it in. Don't waste our fax paper again with garbage like that. Consider the source. Everybody's a movie critic. Did you see this or not?
No. I told you, I can't find the unedited version.
And didn't I tell you that Duff has got it?
I know, but he's at lunch, and I can't get it from him.
Now's the good time to go in there and, rifle through his desk. God only knows what you might find. That's what the proctologist said, too. He said, you'd be amazed.
I'm dying over here.
See, generally I find that people who don't like movies like Requiem for a Dream and Magnolia and those kind of movies are people who are stupid. Those are the same kind of people who would go to see Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sly Stallone movies. That's their speed. Everybody's got to find their own level. They're just stupid because they don't understand it. And then the stupid review there about, well, this is so obvious. Everybody knows that everybody's hooked on drugs. Yada. Yeah, right. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Our gigantic 1 to 2 hour. Then we got the Mad Dog at 2. Don't forget, we're giving away Marlin tickets to everybody who calls. Are we?
No.
Now let me ask you something, because I only hear the last 2 or 3 minutes of Ferrall after 8:15.
Yeah.
Now, how long does he get on these days like tonight when he's got his big Marlin bash, his thing going at the ballpark? How long does he give those tickets away for?
What do you mean,
About 30, man.
No, seriously.
Days in advance, you mean?
No, I mean, what part of the show, at what time does he start giving those tickets away?
Whenever he randomly feels like it. But once, let's say yesterday he gave some away, so today all show, that's all anyone wanted, was the tickets. So once he starts, he can't stop.
Well, what time did he start? 8:03?
About 8:30.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm serious.
He gave away Marlin tickets for an hour and a half today?
Off and on, yeah. And then it gets to the point where people don't even want to have a conversation. They just say, give me the tickets. That's it.
I always like the job George does. He may not be exciting. He's not scintillating. He doesn't have a great sense of, he has a great sense of humor, but he doesn't express it. In other words, he's not a funny guy. But I've always thought that George was rock solid, you know what I mean? Wimpy, weak, has a weak voice, a little on the swishy side sounding. But, he never gave away no Marlin tickets. 12:57 at 560 WQM if you're in a really dead-end job, man. Kind of like Mo, you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
If you can see the end on the handwriting on the wall. Maybe college is too expensive to get the training you need and it just takes too long. You don't have 4 years. If you can afford $10 a month, and commit yourself to 3 nights a week for 4 months, Fast Train can help you achieve your new high-paying computer career. That's absolutely correct. Just $10 a month and 3 nights a week for only 4 months for individuals who qualify. So call Fast Train and get your life out of that rut and get onto the road to a real job and a big fat one and a paycheck too. Call Fast Train, 866-FAST-TRAIN, and with 4 locations in town, there is bound to be one convenient to where you live. So call them and talk to a trained career counselor. Fast Train offers day, evening, weekend schedules, job placement, hands-on training too. Call Fast Train today. Be sure and tell them that cranky old Neil told you to call 866-FAST-TRAIN. Their deferred payment is valid for a year. Regular payments apply thereafter. Whether you're a high school student on summer break, somebody in an underpaid dead-end job, or just looking to increase your net worth, call Fast Train toll-free 1-866-FAST-TRAIN or check them out on that wicked World Wide Web. Be sure and tell them that Todd Dreck told you to call, by the way. Give them a good chuckle. Check them out on the web at fasttrain.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
The 1 to 2 hour.
another abortion and I need it fast. I feel like a baby's hanging out my ass. I'm hobbling and having trouble lifting my feet. To the clinic with the picket lines down the street. It's the abortion shuffle.
Absolutely.
The abortion shuffle. The bastard got me in trouble. Clean me out on the double. Strap me in the stirrups. Get the fetus out of my bay.
Rectum.
I stink from the juices that I ooze and squirt. And lactating milk all over my shirt. I'm walking like a gimp, taking baby steps. As the marks on my pubic case spread and stretch. It's the abortion shuffle.
Abortion shuffle.
The abortion shuffle.
Abortion shuffle.
Get the hanger on the double.
Abortion shuffle.
To pop the water bubble.
Strap me in the skirts, get the fetus out of my bay.
101 at 560 WQMX, our gigantic 1 to 2 hour. New book outlines drugs and violence.
All right.
In JFK Jr.'s marriage. See, instead of wasting your time on the Hillary book, which is really very, very, it's boring. Here's something you might like. By the time they died in the 1999 plane crash, John F. Kennedy Jr. and his wife Carolyn Bessette were living a life of drugs, separate beds, and violence. According to a new book by Kennedy family biographer Edward Klein, excerpted in Vanity Fair on yesterday. In The Kennedy Curse, Why Tragedy Has Haunted America's First Family for 150 Years, Klein said that 2 days before he died, Kennedy, the only son of assassinated President JFK, told a friend his marriage was deteriorating. It's got to stop, otherwise we're headed for divorce, Kennedy told a friend in a call from the Stanhope Hotel, where Klein said he took refuge from his wife's cocaine habit and violent temper. How do you like that? Can you imagine the Kennedys with a drug problem? I want to have kids, but whenever I raise the subject with Carolyn, she turns away and refuses to have sex with me, Kennedy told a friend. He had picked out a name, Flynn, for the son he dreamed of having. Klein quoted Bessette's fashion industry friends as saying it was known she was a heavy user of drugs and that Kennedy caught her snorting lines of cocaine. With friends at the couple's New York apartment, "You're a cokehead," Kennedy screamed at his wife. A staff member from Kennedy's political magazine, George, told of a dinner in which Bessette made at least half a dozen trips to the bathroom, returning to the table with white rings around her nostrils. We went from the bar to bar, and she wanted to come over to my apartment, but I said no because I knew it would be an all-nighter, the friend said. I dropped her off at 3 in the a.m. The next morning, Kennedy asked why the staffer and his wife were out so late. The staff member replied, "A better question is why your wife didn't want to go home." How do you like that, huh? And, according to friends, Kennedy worried that Carolyn was cheating on him with old flame Michael Bergen, a Baywatch actor and former model of Calvin Klein underwear. They continued their affair even after Bessette moved in with Kennedy, Klein, a Vanity Fair contributing editor, as well as Kennedy biographer, be saying. And it goes on and on. What's the name of the book? The Kennedy Curse. I'm going to go out and get it today. Sure as hell beats the hell out of this damn Hillary book. Don't get the Hillary book, please. Save your money. It sucks. The Kennedy Curse. You writing this down? Huh?
Of course.
Why?
I don't know.
The Kennedy Curse, Why Tragedy Has Haunted America's First Family for 150 Years. By Edward Klein. Got to go out and get that today, baby. If it's, I don't even know if it's out on the market yet. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We're asking today about actors and actresses you cannot stand, who are so bad, who you despise so grotesquely and so strongly that if you found out they were in a movie, you would not go see it for love or money. WQAM. Hola.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Speak to me, yes.
Who's this?
This sounds like Neil to me.
Neil?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, this is Woody Graber. How you doing?
Oh, my God, I knew it was some kind of a slowpoke. Jesus Christ, Woody.
Sorry, I'm a little bit asleep today. I saw Terminator 3 last night.
That will do it.
Car scene chase was great, but other than that, forget it.
Okay.
But do you have Charles Grodin on your list?
Oh, one of my least favorite people in the world. Oh.
Oh, God, that guy just totally turns me off.
This is a guy, I think he was the beginning of the end for MSNBC. Remember when they put him on there?
Oh, totally.
Charles Grodin, G-R-O-D-E-N. He is the most self-absorbed. He even makes Keith Olbermann look modest by comparison. That's what an egotistical jackass Charles Grodin is.
Yeah, I mean, like, whenever I see his name, see his face, hear his name, his voice, I just, totally turn off.
Totally turned off.
I remember one of his commentaries on MSNBC when he was going on pontificating about Howard Stern and about the shock jocks on radio and about how we need to get all these people off the air and clean up the airwaves. And he was going through this big, long, self-righteous bunch of crap. I wanted to puke. He's an idiot.
Totally. The guy just really just rubs me totally the wrong way. I just run, hear him. Run. Totally the other direction.
How's things going, Woody? You okay?
I'm doing fine. Oh, I miss George.
Yeah.
But, things have been going good. Can't complain.
Excellent. Take care of yourself, Woody.
All right, you take care of yourself, too.
Next time you call, I'll respond when I speak to you, okay?
I will certainly try.
Respond when you're spoken to. Have a great day, Woody.
You too, Neil.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
5670560, pound 560. Charles Grodin, I'm so glad Woody Graber called in, which I rarely would say that, but in this case I am. Oh, maybe Woody had some tickets for us to give away. Huh? You have to be joking me. Come on. Don't tell me. The guy's only on for 2 hours. Everybody loves him. Maybe that's why they like him. He's giving away freebies the whole show. A guy with his wacky personality and all of his stuff he's got going, he's giving away Marlin tickets? You'd almost think that's like a way of buying calls, giving away tickets. You know what I'm saying, Beast?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. And you're, of course, not going to say anything because
you need
the job.
I don't think he's buying calls.
Well, then what's the point?
Because he has this very good relationship with the Marlins. He wants to help them out.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Oh, no. Like I said, George does a fine job on this show, okay? That's the final word on that. I mean, see, again, I understand he's coming from a good spot. His heart's in the right place, but he hasn't lived here through all of the Wayne business and the John Henry business and the begging for the stadium business and all of this other trying to beat a dead horse, trying to breathe some life into it. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Give him a chance. He'll figure it out.
He'll figure what out? That it's he already told me that off the air. It'd almost be a ruse. Because he already admitted that to me the first week, the first day I met him. He said, I know, it's, all a bunch of crap. He knows that nobody's going to show up there. But I guess it's a good way to get laid. That's what Beaner Boy said. Oh, that's right. It wasn't there that you got laid. It was at Treasure Island. So now what's the deal? Is George doing a Treasure Island thing this week, or is that next week?
We're doing it on Friday. We're doing it July 4th.
Oh, that's why he asked me this morning when he came in before he went home puking his guts out. He said, you think I really am going to take the day off because he's doing the Treasure Island thing Friday night? And I said, you bet your sweet ass you're going to take the day off. Nobody else is working. Wait till the audience hears the schedule for Friday on the 4th of July. Bunch of high-paid talent like we got on QAM is not going to be showing up on the 4th of July, including yours truly.
That's another thing. Howard was visibly angered and upset this morning at the fact that of the people that was going to do his show.
Oh, is that for real? I thought that was a put-on.
No, he was yelling. In the
Absolutely. I heard that part of his show when he was doing that righteous indignation, and it ought to be Robert. Now, but it says here on my schedule, Curtis and Zach. Is that incorrect? Is that incorrect?
From what I heard, I thought it was going to be Curtis and
We've never
Len.
had so much dead air on this show in the history
No. I was looking for the schedule.
Yeah.
The last I heard it was going to be Curtis and Len, but maybe Zach's in. I don't know.
Well, on my schedule, which very well could be wrong because Clarence could make a schedule. And since you and he have been spending so much time together, he doesn't have time for detail, So he just whips this out.
His hands are busy.
Yeah, he whips this out real fast. Curtis and Zach, but I guess it's Curtis and Len?
Well, I'm not. That's the last I heard.
Me too.
You mean Lenny Martez?
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh, my God. No wonder he's pissed off. I mean, Lenny's a good guy, but give me a break. Lenny Martez is going to be on the Howard Davis show?
Can you say news?
Wow, that is special. Although, again, he's going to be on vacation. See, that's one of the many, many differences between me and Mo. One of the many, besides about 5 points in the ratings, is the fact that, he's obsessive. It's one thing to care about your show, which we all do. We don't want to put, a total bunch of crap on there. But to be that obsessive, I want the beast off of there right now. He's very unprofessional. That day he called. I was in the bullpen that day when he called Geldy off the air and demanded that they drag your ass out of there and didn't want. And the guy's on vacation. He has the day off, and he's listening.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to do updates when he was gone on his show.
Boy, surly old fart. Anyway, so somebody's going to be doing 5 to 8, somebody that Mo is very upset about, to which we say,
all right.
Yeah, we're happy about it.
Absolutely.
Then the Beast is doing 8 to 10. You're filling in for Ferrall, which makes sense because that's you work his show anyway.
Right.
Now, whatever you did on our show on Thanksgiving,
I won't do that ever again.
Don't do that again. I don't remember what it was.
I don't want to
blocked it out of my memory. Don't do it again.
It was a bad moment in my life.
Best of Neil tended to. Beaner Boy basically will be doing the same thing he did on Memorial Day and did, from all accounts, a stupendous job of playing a lot of bits. No Best of Neil tape, okay? Don't be playing the Fidel and the Pope again, or whatever that was. Alien and the Pope.
No more.
Then from 2 to 5:30 Friday, we got the big...
Oh!
Okay? And believe me, those are the only days he ought to be on the air, like special holiday. He's such a nice guy, but he's horrible on the air. Marlins on deck at 5:30 on Friday.
5:30, man.
Then at 6:05, the Marlins at the Phillies, because it's the 4th of July, so they had that holiday special starting time. Followed by many, 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 many hours of ESPN radio, because it's cheap, it's there, it's free, and we just open up a pot, and everybody has a nice July 4th off.
Oh!
So there's a schedule for you.
Before you decide to go to break, our audio vault just crashed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So let me give me a minute. Let me run out there and see what the hell's going on.
Okay. We got a lot of spots this hour, too, Beaner Boy. We can't afford to be like losing all that revenue. We have to stay on till midnight. We have to cancel the Marlin game. 5670560. I'll vamp here for a minute or two till he comes back in. Give me the high sign when he comes back in, okay?
I will.
WQAM. QAM. Isn't this depressing? See, it's great when you do screenless because you get a million calls, but then it's always the same. You know, you'd think by now they'd understand how it works, you know? You'd think. WQAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Good to talk to you, man. I've been trying to reach you a couple of days.
All right.
I rented Memento over the weekend. I haven't finished watching it. I can't understand what's going on. I've watched it for 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What's with that guy? I don't understand.
He's got a little memory problem.
Okay. Second,
He's got a short term. Now listen to me.
Uh-huh.
If you go online on eeggs.com.
Right.
And click on where it says DVDs and go through, they're in alphabetical order. If you scroll through to Memento, there's a way that you can, if you find the Easter eggs on the DVD, and there's a way you do it. It's very simple. You click certain things on the menu. You can watch it in chronological order, so it's much less confusing. In other words, it shows you from the beginning. Because what you're really watching is from the end back to the beginning, and he's got this memory loss, so it's enough to drive you nuts. But don't do that the first time you watch it. You can do that later on, but the first time you got to watch it the way it is.
Also, I rented Train Spotting. I found that interesting. It's hard to follow the dialogue, but throwing some subtitles, you can understand what's going on. And I have to admit, it was pretty gross when he dived into the toilet.
Oh, not for me. I can't handle it.
And last but not least, George blows so bad it got a hurricane named after him every couple of years.
Okay. 5670560. Now, what happened with Beaner Boy? Is he still wandering around the hallway looking for a life?
I found Timmy. Timmy's working on it. He said to give him 2-3 minutes and he'll be back up.
He said give it 2 or 3 minutes. Well, I'll tell you what, we can stretch the Balance for Life spot out that far because the Beast, I'm sure, has got a lot of comments to make about how well he was doing on it.
I was?
Yeah.
Then it all disappeared.
What do you mean by that?
It came back. It was all gone. One day it just didn't show up at my door.
Oh,
And
before we do it, listen, this will
I went
kill
into
some
a coma
time.
for a month.
This is, will you
disheartening.
shut up for a minute? Kick him in the side of the head. No wonder Ferrall gets upset. Anyway, Todd Dreck faxes me the fast train locations. Kendall, Miami, Pembroke Pines, and Fort Lauderdale. After I made that caustic comment. I love you, Neil God. He writes Dreck. Yeah, Dreck is the word, man. You are absolutely useless. A man who just, if you asked him, what does the word work mean? He'd look at it, I have no idea what that means. I haven't got a freaking clue. Anyway, a lot of people have lost a lot of weight on Balance for Life. Beast lost about 60 pounds before he turned into a real asshole and started getting led around by the nose. But at any rate, he was doing well. He liked the food. It was delicious. And everything was hunky-dory. Until, like I said, until he screwed us over. Let me tell you, you folks out there, the little black sack is the key to losing the weight. You've tried Atkins, you've tried the grapefruit diet, you've tried Stillman, you've tried the every diet under the sun, Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers, and it hasn't done the job for you. Balance for Life might do it because you might be one of those people out there who need some help. You don't want to be counting calories or even cooking or shopping. You don't have to do any of those things with Balance for Life. They do it for you. They deliver right to your door a nice little black sack every morning, inside of which 3 gourmet meals, 2 delicious snacks. Just pass on the baba ganoush, that's all. Fill out that menu, 2 alternatives for each meal every day that you're on the program, and the food is all balanced based on the zone diet. The weight pours off your body. And because there are 5 meals in there, 5 feedings, there's plenty to keep you full all day long. So pick up that phone and get the answer that you've been looking for years to get yourself back into good weight, back into shape, and quit being lethargic and maybe on the verge or over the line of being diabetes. Balance for Life. Here's the number. Now, are you diabetic yet, by the way, Beast?
No.
You will be. Call 954-568-3229. 568-3229, or check them out on that wicked World Wide Web and start losing that weight. Results within just a matter of days. Balanceforlife.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Now you're saying it's not ready yet?
No.
Oh, that's okay.
The whole building's crashed.
Yeah, I was going to go to the other control room and see if Curtis...
I thought for sure that between the Todd Dreck facts and the spot that we gave him about a 3-minute spot, I thought for sure it'd be ready by now.
No.
Yeah, apparently it's not just ours, which is usually the case. So I went into the other control room, and the Curtis couldn't do it for us because his is down, too.
Yeah.
So
we'll just continue rolling along. I'll do the live spot. And see, this is another reason if we had somebody who knew how to make a log out. Remember what? Hours in the show where we had 2-minute breaks and all that other crap, instead of having these all jammed into this hour now where there's a whole bunch of spots that may or may not get played, could cost a lot of money to WQM, which is what Scran gets really psychotic about.
$8.
That's how much he's charging this week. You know who told me that?
Roy!
Here's a fax that says from Paul. Could you please add to your list Spike Lee, that racist F-wad? I will never see anything directed or a movie with him in it. Yeah, let's get Spike Lee on here, okay? He thinks just because he's black, he should win an Oscar for directing one of his Schmitty movies. Please play Little Brown Coupe. Oh, I haven't played that in a long time. So the verdict is what? He's just going to keep working on this, and maybe we will, and maybe we won't?
Right.
Okay, sounds reasonable to me.
It's my little brown coupe. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. It pleases me to brag about, so don't put me down. I must tell you of my car that's metallic brown. It has a hole in the trunk and a dent in the door. And you can see the road through the hole in the floor. It's my little brown coupe. Oh, I'm so proud what I got.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud what I got. It's an 82 Corolla with one headlight. So when it gets dark, I get to use my bright. When something breaks down, no, it's not hard to fix. Cause duct tape and baling wire does the trick. It's my little brown coupe. Alright. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. I never knew how to drive a car before, but they handed me the keys when I got to shore. And if that ain't enough to make you really flip, there's one more thing. I got no brakes, sorry. It fills up with water on a rainy day. But the tape on the window seems to work okay. The front wheels start to shake when I try to steer. And I can't get it out of second gear. It's my little brown coupe. Oh, I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. It's my little brown coupe. I'm so proud what I got. I'm so proud what I got. Yes, my little brown coupe.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
This place, nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works here. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. I hate this place. Nothing works here.
There is a fairy and he's gonna get married.
Absolutely.
There is a fairy and he's gonna get married.
Oh!
Self-hating homo, so he's gotta get married. Homo has to cover it up. He's a queer homo, mincing poop and a brown-nosing queen.
Okay.
He's a fan, a jackbooted schmuck with a glow up dome of John Astra. Lost what he stole for Nancy Brown Hall, and he never eats tuna on a roll. Harry's a screaming, leaping fairy, so he's gotta get married. Harry's the fairy, and he's gonna get married.
Okay.
Self-hating homo, but he's gonna get married. Homo has to cover it up. Homo has to cover.
That really is a masterpiece. 124 at 560 WQM 555. Look at that poll. We got 555 votes. Don't you love that? And look at the people who have no votes. Spike Lee just went on there. Charles Grodin. Come on, Woody, get with it. Ed Norton, don't have any. Eric Roberts, none. That's surprising to me. Kurt Russell, none. Gina Gershon has none. How about George Gershwin? He don't have any. Ashley Judd's got one. Brendan Fraser, one. I'm going to go back to the top, okay? There's a whole bunch that aren't getting too many. Whoopi Goldberg, which actor, actress would cause you absolutely, positively not to see a movie if they were in it? Whoopi's got 86. Leo DiCaprio, 50. Barbara Streisand, 40. Pauly Shore, 31. Jean-Claude Goddamn, 30. Sly Stallone, 28. Will Smith, and a bunch of other 26. Here's a fact that says, and this one is ridiculous. My wife says, although, I mean, she's entitled to her opinion, my wife says Clint Eastwood deserves to be on your poll. She said she'd vote him in 100 times. I personally think he's okay, says the faxer, and it also says no mo.
Absolutely.
At the bottom. Clint Eastwood, how could you put him on there? Huh? Even if you don't like Westerns, even if you can't stand the fact that it sounds like his vocal cords have been snapped as a child, and he could barely speak. Play Misty for Me was good, right?
Among others.
I mean, I just mentioned that one, because that's probably my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. He was in a lot of good movies.
Yep.
Besides all those stupid, shoot-'em-up movies. Well, what was the character? Dirty Harry. Well, I tell you, you guys, did they bring in some drugs today or what? You guys must be on doggy downers.
No.
Or is the transmitter off? Or is this just a dry run? This is a joke, isn't it?
Yes.
I've heard of April Fool's joke. This has got to be an early July. Maybe it's a Canada Day joke.
I think I know what it is.
What's that?
The Beast isn't allowed to talk too much on the other show, and usually I'm the third choice on this show. So we're having a little,
No,
that is true.
Well, it's a little bit late to be deciding this now. You're filling George's role today. Now, one of the things people say George talks too much, but they don't hate you as much as they hate George.
That's true.
You hate me more than you like.
No, I don't. No, I don't. You're one of those people you can't stay mad at. You know, you're infuriating for a little while, but then when they see you walk in that cherubic bald head and shining, radiating light all over the walls, seriously, you just can't stay mad at the Beast. Even the Beaner Boy would agree with that.
Can I get back on the sack?
With Clarence.
No, I'm already on it. I don't have to get back on it.
Oh, you're talking about Balance for Life?
Yeah.
If you promise to stay with it, I'll pull some strings.
I will stay with it. I have to lose 60 pounds by December because I have a wedding to go to. I have to
60 more pounds?
Yeah,
please.
I've gained some back, so.
Oh, I don't want to know how many pounds you gained back.
About 30, man.
No, I don't want to know. Give me a clue.
So I have to fit into a tux.
What letter of the alphabet does the number start with? T.
From my lowest point on Balance for Life?
Yeah.
I probably gained back about
30, man.
Really?
Close to it.
That's half of what you lost.
I know.
Now, it has been several months, by the way, for those people out there who are a little bit skeptical. It's been many, many months now. And, only this time if we do it, you can't, you know what this reminds me of? This is like Beaner Boy over the weekend, which I haven't mentioned this on the air because it's too embarrassing. Everybody deserves a second chance. Now, in your case, you're getting a third chance. And I would say in both your cases, it's your last chance. I could be really times. Have you had the Coffee Toffee Crunch, by the way?
No, I stay away from that stuff. Otherwise, there's like 4 pints going to be done in a second.
And I'm not anybody to talk about weight because this last week has been a disaster for me. I've gained about 5 pounds since I came back here, which is what now? Week and a half?
Did you really eat 7 Klondike bars?
Yes. Not just regular Klondike bars, but Klondike Score with Score ice cream in the middle.
What would
7.
you do?
And I had 5 more, but I threw them out. I ran to the garbage. I got a little garbage bag, and I ran to the garbage chute, and I shoot it out.
See, I'm like you. Once I get going, I binge. It's like, it's all over.
Ordinarily, I'm not like that, but the problem is you know how this works. You buy more than you think you're going to eat.
Exactly.
Even though in the back of your mind, you know that if you have it, it's like a drug addict. If you have it around, you're going to eat it.
If it's there, it's gone.
That is absolutely correct. And you and I are the only ones who will admit this. The rest of you people out there, you fat slobs, we've seen you. You lie like crazy. I tried again last week when I admitted about the 7 Klondike bars. Everybody thought that was most amusing and disgusting, and they were right. But I'm the only one, they want me to feel that way. I know that you're full of crap because I can see it. Most of you fat people. And also, it's up here, too, because all those great businesses, they've exported their fat across the border and around the world. They're killing the world with fat.
And in the Beast's defense, he hasn't even mentioned ordering food to me today, or should we get lunch or anything like that.
Well, that's very good. That's Troy the boy. I'm going to make sure before I go on this, well, I'm not going anywhere because I'm going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll make sure that Troy gets your name back on there with our friend Troy over at Balance for Life. We give you another chance. We'll start getting those menus for you. Get that little black sack going again.
Just no Baba Ganoush.
And the good part of it is, since now that dictum came down that you can't eat in your studio over there, you don't have to worry about eating in there with Ferrall. And you make a point of not coming into our studio and watching him. I've never seen anybody eat like that. Now, he's a tall, skinny guy.
You should have seen him today. Today was legendary. He had an egg sandwich in one hand and a veal cutlet sub in the other.
Now, where was he eating this?
Like I said,
because he never came in and bonded with us today. He never came in and bonded with us today, and I have a feeling that he was eating in the studio.
Don't
Anyway, 1:30 at 560 WQAM. We're a little backed up here, so I better do this break now, okay? Hey, you folks out there, have you called Dial Mattress at 1-800-Mattress yet? If not, then what could you possibly be waiting for? If you want the very best brands at discount prices every day without any of the hassles of showroom shopping, then I urge you to do what I always do. Call 1-800-Mattress right now. These people have got delivery down to a science. You get to choose the date and time to fit your schedule. What a breath of fresh air that is. You get a 2-hour window so you're not sitting around wasting a day all day long. And Dollar Mattress delivers evenings, weekends, holidays, even on Shavuos, even on the 4th of July. That's right. Whenever it's most convenient for you. Maybe you're thinking about one of those Swedish foam mattresses you see in specialty stores. Well, Dial Mattress carries Tempur-Pedic as well, plus all the big-name brands, Serta, Simmons, King Coil, and Sealy at discount prices every day. It's like having the biggest mattress store in the country just a phone call away. Miguel recently called 1-800-Mattress, got a new one from the folks at Dial Mattress, and they're screwing their brains out so much he's getting married now. How do you like that? Nothing could be easier in the mattress part, too. They were right on time. They set up the new mattress, took out the crappy, smelly old soiled bedding, everything. So don't wait another minute. Pick up the phone right now and call 1-800-Mattress, 1-800-MATTRES for Dial Mattress. The easiest, the smartest way to get to a new name brand mattress. Don't forget you can check them on the web at mattress.com.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Yourself. Hey, we're searching. Oh yeah, we're searching. Oh Lord, for those weapons of destruction every day. We gonna keep searching. Ooh Lord, searching. Have mercy. Searching for the nukes they hid away.
Absolutely.
But I don't think we'll ever find them.
No.
They weren't there in the first place. Yay, high and low, from house to house, and under every rug, to validate the spin of all those White House thugs. If you still need convincing, tune in Fox or CNN for another dose of lying from but we'll keep on searching. Ooh, Lord, searching. Keep looking for proof of all the nukes he hid away. But you know they ain't gonna find it.
let them anyway. 136 at 560 WQM. I'm just looking. I was looking for something in the Sun Sentinel. And I checked. I should know better because it's only on Friday that Barry Jackass and Sarney write their so-called broadcast sports thing. But I clicked it on, and I saw something that I missed. Junior Miss Pageant bumps Marlins and Red Sox. Now, this was last Saturday. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that the game where the Marlins came from behind 9-2 with 4 runs in the 8th and 4 in the 9th and 1 10 to 9?
That was not on TV.
Definitely the most exciting Marlin game of the season, and it wasn't on TV because of the Junior Miss Pageant on PAX TV. Well, oh my God. Anyway, like I said, it's hopeless. 88 for Whoopi Goldberg. Which actor or actress would cause you absolutely not to see a movie if they be in it? Whoopi's got 88. Leo DiCaprio, 51. They hate you, Leo. Anybody over the age of 10. Barbara Streisand, 45. Pauly Shore, 34. Jean-Claude Goddamn, 31. Sly Stallone tied with Will Smith, 28. Sandra Bullock and Adam Sandler. We can't separate those two. They each have 27. WQAM, hello.
Can you put on Rosie Perez on the list?
I beg your pardon?
Rosie Perez on that list?
Rosie Perez?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You bet.
Not bad at all.
Oh, I'm gagging on it. I think whatever that disease is that's got you all sick in there, I think it's coming up through the line. I'm gagging on it. Scottish actor Sean Connery created the worst accent in the history of cinema in the 1987 movie Untouchables, according to a poll. Oh, this is good. According to a poll conducted by British film magazine Empire. Although the James Bond smoothie won an Oscar for his role as Jim Malone in Brian, the rest of this is chopped off. A jury of industry professionals crowned him top of their bad accent list, which appeared in magazine's July issue. In the Brian De Palma film, I guess is what that says. That was a Brian De Palma film, The Untouchables?
Can find out.
Whether he's a Russian, boy, I'm telling you, we got more goddamn dead air today. Like I said, he's long. See, that's why we need George there, okay? He knows a few things. Nothing too important. Whether he's a Russian sub-captain, the Hunt for Red October, or even an English knight, or Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, always that baritone Highland burr remains, yada yada, it says. Oh, here's the one. I knew it. This is the one I had in mind. Close behind, in third place, came U.S. actor Brad Pitt for his role as a mountaineer in the 1997 film 7 Years in Tibet. Remember we talked about that a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
With the blonde hair and the worst phony accent. Oh, Brad, sweetheart, give me a break.
I'll give you a close second.
Yeah?
Kevin Costner
I was gonna say that
Robin Hood.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I didn't see that, because it's a Kevin Costner. Did we ever get Kevin Costner on there? And I apologize that we didn't get that on there sooner. Somebody mentioned it.
No, I'll get that on there right now.
He better be, huh? We haven't got him on there?
No.
Somebody mentioned him.
Twice.
Yeah, he was mentioned twice, and you're diddling around there. Boy, there is so much. While George is away, the dickheads are playing. I'll tell you that right now.
And The Untouchables was a Brian De Palma film.
Was?
Yep.
This doesn't seem like his kind of movie. I mean, it was a good movie, even with Kevin Costner in it. Even with him in it. In fact, I'll say this, that's the only movie I've ever seen with him in it that I would actually say, hey, you'll like it, it's a good, and because he played himself. Real low-key, real no personality. He didn't have to act, he was just a schmuck.
You don't like Bull Durham?
I never saw Bull Durham. I don't watch those sports movies, okay? I'm not part of, if you're gonna get back on the, Balance for Life, one of the things that you must give up is the sports nerdyism, okay? We don't expect you to have, make a clean cut. You can't do that.
Well, I'm not like my boyfriend.
Oh, Clarence. No, nobody's like your boyfriend. In fact, Clarence had a choice to make last month. The choice was either that honeymoon with the Beast or the Hurricanes. He left you high and dry.
Yep.
Got on that plane with Zagacki, went out there to Omaha, and left you high and dry.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM. Ed Kaplan.
How's Redmond doing? She's been back. She hasn't done diddly squat.
Since it's obvious you don't keep records, it's a good thing I do. All right, you ready? Redmond pitched Sunday. Do you go back to yesterday? Is that too far? Redmond gave up 2 runs in 7 innings. Redmond's start before that was on June the 10th in Milwaukee. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 unearned run, and got that win also. Have you been drinking tonight, by the way?
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
How young is too young?
Hi, I'm your 15-year-old
5-year-old host Jenny, and this is Titanic Talk, where me and my friend Kimberly talk on the radio about our favorite movie, Titanic. And Leo, I love you, Leo. Yeah, we talk about the most beautiful thing in Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio. I love you, Leo. I know, I love Leo too. Well, today's topic is the Titanic. I saw it Saturday for the 14th time, and I cried.
I've seen it 17 times, and I cried every time.
I wanted Leo to live this time. I wish my boyfriend was more like Leo.
I wish my boyfriend was Leo.
Oh, my God. Look at the clock. Titanic starts at the mall in 15 minutes. Let's hurry.
Hold on, Leo. We're coming.
Okay, thanks for listening. Tune in next time on Titanic Talk, when our topic will be Leo.
You rock, Leo.
You suck, Leo. That's right. 145 at 560 WQAM. Now, you notice how we got all caught up and everything like that? It wasn't a big crisis, not a major problem. Just a little bit disturbing. Now, the Beast is going to tell us before he gets his Balance for Life sack what the most amount of ice cream he ever ate in one sitting was. Because I guarantee you, the 7 Klondike bars I ate, you could probably have topped that.
I'll be honest with you, and you're not going to believe me.
Yes.
But I've never, I've done like a pint, but I've never done a lot of ice cream. I'm into other things.
I see.
Like a bag of chips, like a huge jumbo Costco family-sized bag of chips.
Yeah, the whole thing?
Right, but I'm not really, I can't eat that much ice cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, I've taken down a pint.
I don't know, it's just too cold, I get a headache, I can't do it.
Well, that's always a good cop-out with Clarice is on your ass, so to speak. Oh, sorry, I just had some Rocky Road. I'm getting a screaming headache. Sorry, sweetheart. Maybe later. 5670. Now, what about pasta?
Bowls. Many bowls.
Yeah. See, now, before I had my first stroke, and I'm sure that this is directly responsible, this goes back to the early IOD days, about, 88, 89. And I don't know what prompted me to do it, but I got into this thing where because I can make some mean spaghetti. I love spaghetti. I can't eat it now because I got diabetes. But, I would cook up a nice big bowl of fresh pasta, make my own sauce, and I had, what's that, like the peppers, like they put on the table at the Pizza Loft or any other pizza joint. They give you the grated cheese and the peppers to really give it some taste, you know?
Right, yeah, sure.
And I'd really spice it all up, and then, of course, I would slice up hot dogs, like some Hebrew National wieners.
Like Grandma used to make.
Slice them up there in the sauce. Oh, the best. And I would eat the whole big bowl of it. And I'm sitting there watching TV, and maybe I'm on the phone talking to somebody. And while I'm talking, I'm washing out the bowl, and I'm making the second bowl, and then a third. Now, I don't think you could top that, could you?
No. No.
I did that several times, numerous times, and I guarantee you that's what contributed to my first stroke.
No, you think?
Well, maybe not. Maybe it was just a bad accident. No, seriously, 3 big bowls of spaghetti within a matter of, like, say, an hour and a half. So how is it, and now my top weight when 73 was 266, but I'm 5'9", I'm not like 4 foot like the Beast. So somewhere along the line there must have, maybe you're just more steady, more consistent, because to get up to, what did you start at, 280 what?
284.
284. Now when you're 2.5 feet tall and you weigh 284, there must have been something that brought about that girth.
Just a lot of everything.
A lot of everything. Nothing special. Not one, just a steady, consistent, whatever. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks makes me gag. Excellent choice, sir. Thank you.
All right, yeah. One more thing. Even though I hate him, I have to recommend you Saving Private Ryan. That was an awesome movie.
What is it?
Saving Private Ryan.
I haven't seen that.
You have to see it. Even though I hate him, that's a good movie, man.
Okay, thanks, man.
All right, have a good one.
After I watch Saving Private Jessica, I'm going to watch Saving Private Ryan. Get Tom Hanks on there. He should have been on there a long time ago, right?
Should have been on there a long time ago. And another thing, did you know it was Duff's birthday today?
Well, no. How am I supposed to know that?
It was just snuck in here.
I wonder what Clarence gave Duff for his birthday. Huh?
Squirt, squirt.
Little something. Well, happy birthday, Muff. Muff today turned 55.
And he looks like he's 27.
26, whatever he is. And, of course, he just had a cleaning out last week, so he's all primed for a really big July 4th weekend, I'm sure of that. Going to be a lot of fireworks in the Muff Lindsay household. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this QAM?
Yes, it is.
I wanted to talk to Neil.
You're speaking to him.
Oh, my goodness. Neil, I've been calling you all morning. I wanted to tell you about a couple people I wanted on the list. John Travolta.
John Travolta. I'm surprised we got this far again without him on there. He would have been one of my top 5.
I know. Me too. Hugh Grant.
Ah! God, there's so many of them, you know.
I know it.
I wouldn't watch a movie with Hugh Grant if you paid me by the second.
Me either. How about Meg Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like Doris Day, the modern day
very
Doris
annoying.
Day.
Right.
Oh, Meg, she's so cute. It hurts.
Listen, I wanted to say that I don't think George is very funny either, but George and Ferrall,
yeah,
they would be a good pair. I think they'd be good together on the show.
I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to team them up together.
But, George, it's not his fault. The last funny Cuban was Desi Arnaz,
The only funny Cuban
yes,
was Desi Arnaz.
I think it was the only funny Cuban.
Right.
Patines, Cantinflas.
See. Have a great weekend.
Hey, Love Passions. It's been getting better every day, hasn't it?
Poor Sheridan. Are we ever? And you notice it was so nasty down in the basement, even the rats ran away. Do you notice that?
Oh, my gosh. Are they ever going to get her out of there?
Eventually, in about 6-7 months.
Yeah, I guess so.
That house-to-house search is proceeding very slowly,
Yeah, right. Oh, it's just great. That musical was so incredible.
Wasn't that the best?
Oh,
now, let's see. I saw
show.
Yesterday the one that you're going to see today. You're going to see the scene where they realize that Eve has set the club on fire, the jazz club on fire.
Oh, wow.
And, of course, what's his name is standing at her side as always, Julian.
Yeah, right.
And now they realize right near the end of the show that they're inside. There's Chad, and there's Fox, and there's Teresa, and there's Whitney is in there, and it's psychotic, as you'd expect.
No. Oh, I can't wait. I love
okay.
this show. Okay, thanks, Neil.
Give Miguel a kiss for me.
Sure. Love you.
Bye. 152 at 560 WQM. Summertime in South Florida guarantees 3 things: heat, humidity, and hurricanes. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you protect your home during hurricane season. The Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop provides you the best hurricane protection under the sun. With just one easy call to the Hurricane Shutter Window Shop, they'll be at your home the next day with a quote for hurricane shutters, windows, and doors, customized and engineered specifically for you and your home. From panels, accordions, roll-up shutters, impact-resistant windows and doors, the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop will not be undersold. They'll beat any written legitimate quote because you're buying direct from the manufacturer and wholesaler when you buy from these great folks. So call the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop toll-free 1-800-538-0191. They also offer cash and carry for you do-it-yourself handymen. If you're really serious about hurricane protection, customized, engineered specifically for your home, and in South Florida you really ought to be, call the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop, 1-800-538-0191. Tell them that Ancient Old Neil told you to call the Hurricane Shutter and Window Shop, 1-800-538-0191.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Stinks in Miami town.
Absolutely.
At 560 WQAM.
Baby, launch a couple missiles toward a place we know and aim 'em at a fella whose first name begins with O. There's one thing we all understand.
Yes.
Al-Qaeda won't be finished until we blow up Pakistan.
All right.
We could chase them round forever with our tanks and all our troops, but special forces are so tired of jumping through them hoops. We need another plan. So let's cut out all the nonsense and go blow up Pakistan. Al-Qaeda needs a nuclear tan. Why don't we stop
Middle Eastern world will be exploded. Saddam had people killed with the gas that we sold him. First time aggressor nation and the only one that's going. Now more blood will be spilled to get that oil flowing. Forget about Korea and the nukes they're toting. And the right wing is drilling it over and over into our head that Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction. Thousand people killed are now forgotten. Let's exploit them instead. Hey, there's oil to be gotten. Going after Saddam to placate Osama. There's no longer mention of the name Bin Laden, but no one seems concerned. All comfy and complacent, believing every word of this cartel administration that controls us by fear through media manipulation. And the right wing is drilling it over and over into our heads that Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction. The loss of civil rights is the price that we're paying. We're all suspects now, Nazi Ashcroft is saying. I have nothing to hide, table talkers all are saying. Blind obedient cattle don't have any reservation. Without unprovoked battle and world annihilation. Old regimes must fall and Halliburton installed with no objection at all. Democrats don't have the balls and the right wing is drilling it over and over into our brainwashed heads. Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction. Only Iraq has some weapons of mass destruction.
All the crap you can unwrap, all the slime all the time. All the crap you can unwrap, all the slime all the time. All the crap you can unwrap, all the slime all the time.
Absolutely.
Bye, bye, bye. The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I want to give you a kiss.
Absolutely.